Welcome, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen. Oh boy, it's been a while. Sorry, I wanted to finish my cereal. Oh god. New season reveal, man. I cannot wait. I can't lie. I fucking love Warriors Dungeon so much, man. Like, I don't think I watch any other like dev stream. Like, I watch Destiny 2 to laugh at it, because Destiny 2 is just a funny game to laugh at nowadays. But For Honor is like the only one I can actually care about. We are a little early. We got 11 minutes till the stream starts, but I mean, who am I to not yap to people? I mean, like, shit, man. I feel like it's all. No, we're not doing any bingo, Lola. Bingo is seen as toxic, and I don't know why. I think bingo would have been cool. Maybe one day I can find a way to no, it's 10 minutes from now. The bingo is good. It's just I need to find a way to make it not toxic. I'm on the YouTube link already. Please not Pirate Hero skin. Ryan, I have some bad news. Expectations, they're in the middle. I like to keep my expectations in the middle, because if you are disappointed, then you weren't far off from your initial expectations. But if you're happy about it, then your expectations have been, what's the word? You've gone over your expectations, which is great, right? Like, you can't sit there and be like that mad, but you can be really happy. It's always good to keep a median level of expectations, because I mean, it is Ubisoft at the end of the day. I like to give them shit. I think they do a good job as of now. I mean, like, look how many games came before and after For Honor that were medieval fighting games, and look what's standing still. Like, Chivalry's on its last legs, Mordhau, whoosh, right? But For Honor, no matter what, it has stayed on its feet for almost 10 years now. It's ridiculous. Mod Brandon? I don't think he needs it right now. Besides, I can't really do it because Streamlabs won't let me. The Bayek as a hero skin is a unique idea, but at the same time, how far is that just from a Medjay, you know? Like, if it were to be Edward Kenway, it'd be a gender swap, it'd be good looking, stuff like that. But Bayek from Origins, he's kind of just a Medjay. I don't know, I didn't play Origins, so I don't know how much he can be customized. So, you know, yeah, exactly. For Honor is the For Honor killer. The only game that could kill For Honor is itself, and that is by making poor choices. But thankfully, we haven't had poor choices, right? We still have our morals of the game is completely free to play and enjoy. Well, not free to play, you know what I mean? It is a game that costs money. Can I have myself back, please? Camera, thank you. It is a game that costs money for entry, obviously, which is smart for any video game. I think free to play is a horrible marketing choice. But at the same time, everything other than a battle pass that you really do not have to buy. Like, it's not necessary to buy. Everything is free. Every new hero, every new execution, every new cosmetic, everything is free to play and earn with, which I think people do not give For Honor enough credit. It's genuinely crazy how we're in the big 25. I hate that. Jinxie, I don't think Jinxie needs it. He just hit fucking champ rank 1. He's swimming in ad revenue right now. There's a lot of times where a character will come out and really stir up the pot. Pirate on release really did that. What's up, Jason? Thank you for stopping by, watching it with me. I also have to say again before it starts, I'm very happy and I'm very honored that you guys would sit here and want to watch it with me, because it just means a lot to me. It means a lot that you guys would take time out of your day to just sit here with me. I mean, man, look, as good as cross progression would be, I don't think Ubisoft understands the money it would bring in. Like, they probably don't see it as a monetary gain, but I had hundreds of comments. People, I'd come back to PC if it had crossplay, cross progression. I'd come if I can have my characters on PC. I left my old console. It's burning in a ditch somewhere because it's a PS4. I want it on PC. If it came cross progression, I think on Steam alone we get plus like 1,500, 2,000 players, and that's just on Steam alone, right? You have Game Pass, you have Epic Games, fuck Epic Games, but you know what I mean. You have the Ubisoft subscription, you have Ubisoft itself, you have all these different ways to play For Honor, right? If you had one way to get cross progression to any of them, you would see a massive spike in players. I'm not twerking it. PS Plus, yeah, like there's ways to get the game for free. I have played Siege X Aiden, yeah. It's Siege. It's Siege. I think Dual Fronts is a cool game mode in theory. I think the inflated health and not insta-kill headshots is a weird one. It's just, it feels like it's a cool addition to the game that's going to get thrown in the trash immediately. Spin around and make it clap. It is 11:40 in the morning. Like, yeah, tier list. I mean, like, Shigoki just wins it, though. Like, it's an obvious tier list. It goes Shigoki, and then everyone else is in, like, F tier. And like, maybe, like, when Warden had the bug where he had the scripter ass, like, when he wore the scripter set, he had that huge ass. That would be, like, an A tier below Shugo, but everyone else would be an F. Every woman would be in their own tier for disgusting. When are they revealing? I don't know when they're revealing Year 9 Season 2. Oh, well, they're revealing in 5 minutes. But, like, the new hero, if that's what you mean, then, fuck final. I don't, Ubisoft really doesn't tell me anything, sadly. And it's the one thing that kind of irks me. Oh, dude, Tusa, thank you so much for the $2, bro. That's really nice. I mean, my bucket list, I mean, Conk has to get that rework. If we go another, like, we went every single time Lawbringer got changed, we were hinted, oh, Conqueror is next. Conqueror is gonna get the same treatment. Conqueror is gonna get this. Conqueror is next. Conqueror is next. Then we had Warden feats. We had PK feats that blew up horribly. Then we have Berserker feats that we want to forget about. And then, now that we're back on heroes, the only two heroes I can see being fully reworked are either Conqueror or Nobushi. And Nobushi is a tough one. Nobushi is very tough. She's pretty fucking ass in duels. She's terrible in duels. But is a nuisance in Dominion. Anyone that plays high level knows that Nobushi is a meta pick, or could be a meta pick. I can't say for certain. But her ganks are disgusting. Her ganks are crazy good. For a character that is bad, it's just ugh. Yeah, like, confirmed ganks as themselves need to go. I mean, like, I use them. Let's be real. I use them. If you see me in game and you've been confirmed ganked by me, I'm not gonna say sorry. It's just kind of like a part of the game right now. Kind of like how option selecting was part of the game. It just, you either adapt, or, I mean, you can complain about it until it gets removed. Either or, it's gonna get removed. Then whatever. Mythbusters 2, I'm still working on getting enough of a list. The thing is with Mythbusters is that I can go down the obvious routes of, like, oh, you can, like, I don't know, like, what's like a really like simple thing, like, you can block unblockables. Like, obviously fucking not. Like, obviously not. You can't block unblockables, right? Like, it's not possible, right? But, like, I could go down the easy route, but I want to find things that, like, genuinely, like, can you interrupt a BP flip? Can ladders count as walls? Like, I'm telling you some of the things that are coming up from Canada Trinity. Like, can you, like, and then I also want to put some, like, funny ones in there, like, Myth, For Honor Rants has good takes, and then obviously it's false because I see, and I quote, where is it? This one always makes me laugh. Light spamming raiders should drown in their own blood. And it's like, alright. It's like, alright. So it's like, I want to make it funny. The thing is that I have to find this balance right now. I have to find this balance of editing and like just straight video, and I can't find that balance. I don't know where or how much work I should. What are my thoughts on the Warmonger nerfs? I think they're weird. I think taking away her enhanced lights was definitely weird, and the reduced of the range was, I guess, fine, but the range is only half of the problem when you think about that a heavy parry does 30 pure bleed damage if you're near a wall. I don't think it was the range that was truly the issue. It was slightly an issue, I guess, but it was only an issue because of the 30 damage, right? What's up, Red? Good to see you. Why doesn't Ubisoft let developers make a second game? Probably because in my, if you want my, not opinion, theory, I guess, my hypothesis. The stream starts in 1 minute. The hypothesis I have is that Ubisoft are creatures of habit, right? We've seen it in all the Far Cry games. It's the same gameplay loop over and over and over and over and over again, right? Same gameplay loop. Go climb towers, shoot people in the head, take outpost, cool final boss, stuff like that. Random fucking ending at the start of the game, right? They're creatures of habit. Siege X is now out because of Siege's 10-year anniversary. For Honor is all the way close. They're year 9, right? They need 1 more year, then they're on 10 years. I assume it's just gonna be the same thing. For Honor X, For Honor 2, No Honor, whatever the fuck they want to call it. They're gonna pull an Overwatch 2 with For Honor and just For Honor to it. That, or they don't see it as a monetary success. Because, like, as of right now, a lot of things are not monetary success, right? Like, it is... There's a lot of things flopping. Thunderbolts flopped from Marvel. That was apparently very bad. Destiny 2 is, like... they're drowning in debt. I'm a rep 90 pirate. Like, here's the thing. When you main someone that's not particularly favored in the community... I mean, like, you're torn, right? Because... there's people that can understand. Warrior Sten starts whenever it says waiting for Ubisoft. Don't worry, I'll put it on screen when it starts. You like the character, obviously, but obviously it's not favored, and you can understand that a character isn't fun to fight against. But like, what can you do? You enjoy the character, right? What are you gonna take the moral high ground and go find someone else? No, you like the character. So if someone's gonna pirate takes no skill, if the best you can do is just acknowledge and be like, yeah, the character's strong. Yeah, character's strong, right? Like that's all you have to do. Just character strong, whatever. If they continue, then that's on them. That's on them. If someone goes, oh, bash spam warden, I mean, yeah, I guess. Like, what do you want me to do? Get parried? Like I don't know. Like, it's just the character. You want to hate me for it? I mean, like, I'm just playing the character how I should be. Scent is I've never seen more. Oh, dude, thank you so much. I don't know what currency that is, but I really appreciate it. It's about $3, dude. Any money is very generous, and I appreciate any cent I get from any of you. It's crazy that it's ridiculous, but I am very grateful for anything I get. Danish crowns, amen. Anything is anything. Like, I love Griffin. I love Griffin as a character and fighting him. I love him. Kensei, I love even more. I love fighting Kensei. If I could fight Kensei's all day, I would, because it's such a fun fight. It's a good back and forth. But you say that to someone else, or show that to someone else, and I bet you $10, 1 out of 10 people are gonna be like, nah. Kensei like zone spammers. They all deserve to burn in hell. And it's like, all right, like, Jesus Christ, like. See, like, Rep 90 LB. I fucking hate Lovebringer. It is not up still. As you can see right here, we're still waiting. I'm passing on Shaman. Like, as like, if there is, I don't think any of the For Honor women are very appealing, but we still got 9 minutes. But if I were to go for one, it'd be Valkyrie, 100%. You know what I mean? Like Valkyrie is oh, dude, thank you for $2. Hey, you don't have to specify how much it is. I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you so much, Ozma, for the $2. Female Yorm can get it. I'd rather fight a fully mastered Sen. Because at least the Sen's gonna have to try to outwit me. Shinobi is one of the best duelists in the game. I think he just wins no matter what. And Love Ring is just a test of patience, which I just don't want to deal with. I've had back and forth with Sense, and it is like, yeah, you're gonna get smoked some rounds, but it's not an obvious like he's gonna win, right? It's just a fun fight. I like fighting Sen. Obviously, if he has Pugio in his hand, I like him a little less, but well, other games, I play so many other games. Like right now, I'm bouncing between Siege X. Sadly, I've been playing a bit of Overwatch 2 because of the stadium mode. It's actually kind of fun, I can't lie. What else have I been playing? Binding of Isaac, a lot of Binding of Isaac. Valk is a tough one, man. Like it's not a character I could say is frustrating, but it definitely can be annoying. God, what a shit version of Devil's Trigger, man. Never make music again. Respectfully. I mean, we can. Do I want to go look at my thing? Hold on, let me go look, make sure my Steam is all right. Play a lot of Elden Ring Night Rain recently. Finally getting off of Marvel Rivals. I think that game has been like pretty fucking dog shit recently. I have played Risk of Rain 2. It's alright, but not my favorite. I should replay Resident Evil 8 just because that game is so good. I'm not playing Trepang 2. I'm alright. I know it's gonna be like, it's like Fear, isn't it? You should try Mario. I've been playing a randomizer of Pokemon X. I love Pokemon. Pokemon is a big plus for me. Absolver is that I've seen it, but no, I have not played it. Dying Light, I'm waiting for the new game to come out. I've played through 1, loved 1, played through 2. I didn't finish 2, but 2 is also a good game. I've played Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 is just good. I think the only problem with Battlefront 2 right now is the way people play it is kind of lame and boring. Hero hogging is just kind of boring. I mean, Campbell, and how long though? This isn't Twitch, sadly. We don't have chit point predictions. I'd 100% a Spartan all the time. I'll always answer the same. If there's any hero I can add to the game, it is a Spartan. I genuinely do not know how we've gone this far. It's not a knack to like the game and like how like some characters deserve to be in or not, but like Spartans are like some of the most known fighters in the entire world. It doesn't matter at this point if it doesn't fit the time frame. Bro, we have Pirate. Thankfully, Tencent is not looking at For Honor at all. They're looking at the bigger IPs, like the ones that Ubisoft isn't using at the moment. So if Tencent ever acquires enough of Ubisoft, it already is not For Honor. Craig, thank you so much for the $10, man. Jesus.
Damn, what is that, bro?
And then 2.5 came out and they fucked up everything. Thank you so much, Craig. I've been playing a lot of Ultron. I actually like Ultron. I was one of the people that hopped in immediately and was like, oh, Ultron's gonna suck. I was so wrong. Ultron is great. I love Ultron. I think the only thing that pisses me off is that the second you lock in Ultron, boom, Punisher, boom, Hela, boom, like it's just like you have to counterpick. It is like the flyer meta is annoying because the flyers kind of suck. I mean Luna Snow, I mean Moon Knight, I mean Doctor Strange, right? Iron Man was up there for a bit, but I didn't like how easy it was that he would get murdered. Like the only thing Iron Man really counted was like Johnny and Storm. Like you blow them out of the sky. They took away the Hulk transformation. made him a bit worse, and now like sure, Spider-Man can't insta one-shot you, but it's still not fun. Benny healthy? No. Jeff, I mean, like, I've been playing a bit more Jeff ever since he got turned into a heal bot. I can't lie, I kind of enjoy it. I think old Jeff was a nuisance character. Was not fun. Mr. Fantastic is just fucking annoying. It's just an annoying character. Yeah, they took away Iron Man's Hulk team up. They gave it, now he has a team up with Ultron where it gets 5% damage, which is just not great. Bell-bearing Hunter. I haven't fought a Bell-bearing Hunter in Night Rain yet. I saw one clip of someone getting decked like around a corner. It was fucking hilarious, but I have one clip though. I kind of want to show the one clip. Hold on. I wonder if I have it. Would it be in? It wouldn't be in your 9th season. Would it be Unwritten Rules, right? Let me see if I could find it. Oh, is this not Helldivers? Yeah, here it is. Hold on. This shit made me laugh. I fucking love this clip so much. Oh. Like, what is he supposed to do?
What the fuck?
Oh my god, I fucking love it. I've been playing a lot of what's this, Iron Eye, so this also
Let's see.
this has been my life.
Miny.
This has been my, like, bro, I don't know what it is. My Wilder hits him with an ult, my Guardians beating the shit out of him, one arrow to his head, he's already on my ass. Like, it is crazy. Like, it's good AI. I mean, you should target the range first. But like, holy fuck, man. I just want to use my, like, Black Flame bow in peace. Raider's pretty sick. Honestly, I'm glad they made Archer fun. I'm glad they made Archer fun. Instead of, like, some range bot, they made him, like, actually enjoyable. It is weird that the range character loses damage the farther he is, though. I can't lie. I guess it's the trade-off of infinite ammo. I think the only thing I've genuinely had annoyances with is the day one Wormface boss. Like, yeah, he's easy to kill, but it's just fuck. And the Deathrite birds. Fuck Deathrite birds, man. At this point in time, if I see a Deathrite bird on the map, I'm going the other way. No, they'll never add a range character to For Honor. If Shinobi was a wake-up call that range should not exist. The OST is good. The only problem is that I always have the game on, like, music turned off for some reason. I don't know why I have the game music turned off, but normally this is also a banger. They've done really good with the replayability. Is for a game that's not a week old, is fine. It's all right. What people, I think, don't understand. What's up, Marco? Good to see you. If you're fine with some repetitiveness, then I think you'll love Night Rain. Oh, well, there's the skin. Is that... Wait. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know how this ties in with BP, though. I don't know if that is Blackbeard. But... Clean. Clean so far. Oh, the fucking... I got you. Okay, this kind of goes hard. I might have to turn the music back on. It might be Blackbeard because it is because of the smoking beard. So I was right, and people said I would be wrong. It hurt, you know, chat, it hurts being so right all the time. No, I'm kidding. I don't have that much of an ego, but... Suck up Pirate. Dude, Pirate Shanties are sick. If you didn't play Sea of Thieves and just spam the music, you weren't a real player.
Welcome to Year 9, Season 2, Defiance
joined with me today. We got Mr. Nolan. How you doing, man?
Hi. I'm good that they let me play with props today, so
Yeah,
I'm very
same.
excited about that.
Well, we got this guy. Over
Oh, who's this? Do you want to introduce
Polly?
us to your friend?
This is first name Light,
Well,
last
yeah.
name Perry.
So
Okay.
this is
Like
Light
Perry.
Perry the parrot.
Crazy.
This is correct.
All right,
Yeah.
I like it. He seems
cute.
He's very friendly. He's very
A bit
colorful.
quiet, but
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We talk enough for both of us.
Yeah, it's true.
It'll be fine.
Motion cap. Yeah,
We're
the
supposed to
guy that
control
motion
him, that's
captured
kinda out of the
pirate
way.
actually is
Come
in the
on, we're on-
hospital
we're on
still with
stream.
a
Look at
broken
Look at the
arm.
skills. Look at the
check
skills.
this out.
All right. Enough. Yeah, we'll quit while we're ahead.
Larvers.
So, but no, I'm doing great. But hey, folks, listen, like, we're up here playing with toys and props and all that stuff.
I
but
would
before
too.
we get too much farther into this, we don't want you to miss out on a second of the show or a second of Twitch drops. So, listen.
Oh,
you
I'm
know
not
the
watching on
deal,
Twitch.
but
Whatever.
before
Who
we
cares?
Get into this, please make
I'm
sure
not
you
getting the
link
100K
your
anyway.
Twitch account to your UB Connect ID. That way, for every 30 minutes you're with us today, you're going to get a scavenger crate.
Oh, I'm just gonna
or
buy the
a
hero skin
pirate
anyway, let's be
chest.
real.
Huh? Am I right? And at the end of the show, we're gonna give some lucky
Yeah, the
winners a
pirate hat on
chance
the
for
word helmet is
grand
pretty
prize
funny.
of either 100K steel or the new hero skin, which you just saw smoke like appear
I'll
in
support
the
them by
smoke
giving them
on
my
the
money.
intro.
Yeah, Max for
Super
that.
cool. Yeah, great job, Max. That was fun. Good. All right.
Why don't we take a look at a little agenda for today?
Yes.
Got, of course, the details.
Hero
segment
skin,
will be
converted map,
hero
quality of life,
skin,
testing grounds, competitive
converted map,
circuit, patch notes, and
quality
community
of life
corner.
improvements, testing grounds. We have a competitive.
Okay,
circuit
so
segment
we got
going over
hero skin,
deflect.
converted map,
Super excited
testing
about that.
grounds,
Thought
patch
process,
notes.
of
This is a
course.
this is a
Community corner
big
and the map.
Warriors
I
Den.
love it. I love it.
Wait.
We haven't seen a Warriors Den
With all
this promising in a while.
This piratey goodness, I'm starting to
This
feel
is like
a
a
bit
cartoon.
of the sea take me on
Really?
here. All right, Anthony, can I interest you in a pirate joke?
Sure.
All right, Anthony, let me ask you this. You scurvy cur. What is a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
I feel like I know this. Is
Has
it?
to be right.
Is it
R for revenge.
No, it's not R, you
What?
scurvy dog. It's C.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that's
fair
where
enough.
the pirate sails. All
Fair enough.
seven
You
of
know
them,
what?
you see.
I actually was not expecting that. So
Ah,
that's
it's a good one.
it's a good one. I like that.
All right,
If we don't
there
get a
you go.
parrot emote for like
Feel free to
a
use that in
sea
O's.
shanty, I'm gonna be pretty pissed.
That's free.
That's a
That one's
free
free.
deal.
Next one you have to pay for. All right. That's good
All right. Why don't we jump into this awesome new trailer? Max, show them. Show them.
All right.
The legends are true. Aye, the lost treasure be found. Time and time again. Life denied me that which was
They got rid of it.
rightfully mine. I will not abide by this injustice a moment more.
Warlord Hero Fest, Magi Hero Fest,
Your black flag points true.
DP Hero
The
Fest.
waves in me wig run red with blood.
Okay, it's pretty good.
And death on the horizon.
I'm so hard right now.
All those who stand against me shall fall by me blade. No one will keep me from my prize.
That was good. That was good. Can't lie, that was good. This is so good. I don't even want to win the hero skin or the steel. I want to give them my money for this. I am so ready to give Ubisoft my hard-earned money. By hard-earned money, I mean. You're gonna enjoy Pirate Den, trust me. The question is, are we gonna enjoy fighting pirates every game? We reward good behavior. Exactly, we reward good behavior. Make a good ass skin. Voice acting sounds great. I'm giving them my money.
Welcome back, Warriors. What
Larry's
a
fan
time.
club.
That trailer was sick. I love that. Joining me today, as always, got Alex, Raph, Ian. How we doing?
We got parrots.
We got parrots.
We're happy.
So much better now that I have seen Light Parry. The
Yeah.
parrot.
Every pirate, a
Yeah.
pirate's gonna be
Glory to our
crazy.
feathered host.
Exactly. And shout out to
Oh, parrot
to
effect.
Christine and Kim, the VFX team, and
Is he landing on your shoulder?
for
Aw,
that.
boring.
His little
He's
hat.
wearing a fucking hat.
Too cute.
Anyway, if anyone equips that, please show me. I want to see.
Super cute. Why don't we take a look at our seasonal roadmap before we jump into everything?
I might be dipping in the
T1,
funds, huh?
New hero skin, Captain
BP
Cohart.
Magi
Got
War.
our
Yeah,
Battle
okay, so I
Pass, of
called it.
course.
Our variants,
Legacy Pass,
Vikings,
5,
only
Deflect
Vikings.
Pass. Got our converted map as well. Got some armor.
Only
variations, and
Vikings?
we got some Hero Fest for Black Prior, Medjay, and Warlord.
New hero on the
And then T2, we
24th.
have our new hero. Got a throwback event.
So that means I get to stream again next month. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
Super exciting. So yeah, definitely packed. So why don't we jump into the narrative side of things? Do you want to get everyone up to speed?
Absolutely. So this is a season called Defiance. In which we'll
Yeah,
be
I do
telling
wonder what the
a
voice lines are gonna be for
smaller
Male Pirate.
scale
I bet
story
really good.
About a grim pirate who
I feel like that's a
defies the
typo. They
odds
wouldn't just do
and
one
has to fight
faction.
for everything has ever owned. This smaller scale story is our way of.
I'm curious with the
like,
lore why
observing
he's clashing with
and,
the BP or
following,
Vortiger.
or the like the
That is
ripple
Vortiger.
effect of a very momentous event that happened a few months ago. You might remember that Gul'jin and her
No, there is
Hatun
no hero
army
reveal. That
of
is in
Mongols
July.
came into Evemore. They toppled the biggest wolf in the place, the Orcos army and their leader Astria, and this as well. It has had ripple effects everywhere. So first season of the year, Ascend
No problem.
was more on. We're focusing on larger scale events. What is happening after that? Here we're telling a smaller story. So this in the
I want that shirt,
you
man.
can follow that the Mongols are still moving swiftly. You can see it actually on the war map. This is something new that we're putting in that you'll be following. There will be some thugs,
Some
Mongolian war
thugs.
banners.
Some
they will
thug
expand
hunters.
or come back, retract. Well, they'll expand or come back. But so this is more of the larger scale story. Here we're trying in this smaller scale season to tell a more personal story. So
It's such a good skin,
you know,
bro.
a
It's
story
so
of
good.
people. Yeah, more intimate. You know, it's a dual focus season. We're focusing on duels, on yes,
I keep paying attention.
and duels are really
They might be.
by definition more personal. So we have a few characters. The first one is our wonderful Black Prior Vortiger. We haven't seen in a few years. He is
Yeah,
one of
6
the last
years, by the
lieutenants
way.
of Orcos still at large, and he has an issue. He was in charge of guarding a treasure, an Orcos treasure, and with the swift arrival of the Mongols, he has had to move the treasure, and he ended up having to move it in a very unsafe place, a canyon, a new map. Ed will be coming to talk to you about that. So there is the treasure there, but with the treasure having to be
Parks are
moved in such a
asleep.
hurry, well, someone else has seen in this an opportunity. With Orcos toppled, you have a vacuum of power, and you have our second character, this grim, unlucky character, the pirate Coalheart,
Cold heart.
who sees
So
in
not
this
Blackbeard,
the
but
opportunity of a lifetime.
still
is his
pretty
chance
pretty
to finally
reminiscent of
get
Blackbeard.
some luck. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are, and what we want to say in this.
Awesome.
This to you.
Thank you for.
So are we doing are we kind of doing the recycled?
why don't we
Horkos
talk
pokes the
about,
bear, the
season
bear fights back,
season
Horkos runs
four,
away.
packed with
Is that what we're
such
doing?
awesome
That is
stuff.
so
Threat
fucking
is looking
cool, man.
fantastic.
That is.
Just want to mention something.
I mean, I know
super
it's
quick,
the camera
weapon
angles
received,
and like
in the key art is
that
actually
looks
from
sick
the
as
Legacy
fuck.
Pass. This is a small mix-up on our end.
The
but,
Frozen
to make
Tides
it
Legacy
right,
Pass is
if you do
coming
end up
back,
buying
okay.
This season's Battle Pass, you'll exceptionally receive the Medjay's weapon from the Legacy Pass when you reach tier 37 of the current Battle Pass. So.
Well, you can just turn off the effects if you don't like it.
Alex,
They
you wanna
give
talk
you
more
they give
about,
you
the
more
season's
options than most
weapon
games.
that, works into the Battle Pass.
Sure,
Yeah, it's Male
so
Pirate.
Battle Pass is really like
Must
it's a lot
Shigoki.
of creatures from the deep.
I don't think
things
that's
that
ever
are,
gonna come,
are
but
coming from the abyss.
it.
So
trust me, if I could do that for Call of
we have
Duty, I would
all
turn off fucking
these,
cosmetics.
These shark masks, different kinds of sharks.
Like, yeah, okay, they're a
that
little
are
goofy,
sunk into the
but you don't
water.
have to buy them,
Looks
and you
so
can just turn them off if you don't like them. Simple as that.
Uh,
I think
similar,
I think the hammerhead looks okay. They're all right.
The other,
I want to see the execution effect. I want to see what it does.
the shark.
Yeah, they can do
I
multi-gender
think he's
heroes,
very
but
shiny. There's a lot
my
of
my thought process is that
relations there.
I do kind of like the sexy.
Yeah. Funny.
That is pretty good. I like that.
And giving up the
Yeah.
treasure you know, to save
Yeah.
your life. Well, you see the shimmer of the
Mhm.
light of the sun on your
And even then,
horizon,
bro, like
that
I gotta say this, and it's gonna sound like I'm a Ubisoft shell.
They do look like
The battle passes are so worth
They
it
are.
in terms of
Bland.
steel.
Well, and they all have all
XP
of those
boosts,
creatures, so, like, you're
bonuses,
gonna
it's
see,
so
like,
worth it.
krakens and
Unbelievably
bears and
worth your money.
anglerfish, and you might even see Cthulhu.
this.
Ooh, that is
That is the frozen tide weapon. That is so nice. Jesus.
Tentacled god. You may have heard of
Oh
it.
yes.
got this emote as well. This is Max's favorite.
There we go.
I've seen
Okay.
Max do this at least 10
At least we
times.
have one of these.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You're-
In the office.
Yes.
Any
yeah.
hour of the day.
Yeah, they are.
If you're
They're
a fan of
100%.
another,
You get a mask for every
Ubisoft
character,
game
you get,
or
like,
if,
30,000
Pirates
steel
Roam,
for
you
$10.
recognize the name
It is
as
worth it.
as a nod to
Yeah.
this game.
100%. So do you want to talk a bit more about Captain Coalheart?
Absolutely.
You get
I mean,
universal weapons that cost
okay,
nothing to
how
change,
can
saving
not
you
talk about it?
fucking
This is
hundreds
like
and
we're
thousands of
finally
steel.
Doing, you know, a pirate's pirate. Like
This
this
skin is
Long
so
John
good, man.
Silver, you know, look to windward, you know, raise the sails type
Yep.
of thing. This is our
2 weeks
this
champ
is our
status.
character who's, as Raf mentioned, you know, he's very unlucky. He's had a life of pure hardship.
You just finish the
Everything
pass
he's
first and then buy
had,
him.
which isn't a lot.
It's not hard to finish
You
him.
know, he had to fight tooth and nail for.
Or
it.
don't.
It's
So
all,
you don't have to buy 'em.
You know, scraps from the sea, from anywhere he could roam.
God, it's such a good skin.
essentially, which
It is
isn't
such a
lot,
good skin.
But
It's
But yeah,
mostly
the-
barnacles.
mostly barnacles, yes. And you know, the name Coalheart itself is, you know, his past.
I finished when I
life
was doing
in,
the rep 90 grind. I finished the
a
pass day
different
3,
version. Maybe
day
he was
4.
happier once upon a time, but he's been.
I was
ostracized
finished
by
the pass
this bad
already.
luck, by this
The barnacles
miserable,
on his
he's
arm
angry, but
is
he's
such a
also
good fucking
dangerous,
touch,
he's
man.
also- You know, he's a complex character. I mean, I love him. And, yeah, the name.
Gotta say, I
definitely,
wonder what
echoes how he's feeling, but also how he.
because
how
like
he's
the game does not
perceived and
look
received by
this
others, because he does
rugged.
have a reputation,
for sure.
Also, that comes with it, and
Yeah, it's hard to not
you know,
finish it
there's
yet.
a lot more to his story. You know, you can check out, you know, the short story, which will be out, I believe, tomorrow. That's right. The captain. You know, we're going full summer blockbuster. There's a lot of pirate action. We really want to.
It could be included in the battle pass, but at that point, like,
so we really want to have fun with it.
a $10 battle
We'll
pass,
see how, you know,
you're already getting like $30,
as
$40
again
worth of
mentioned,
content out
you
of
know,
it,
This new treasure.
and a
It's
thing.
and this treasure has been
Barnacle
going through an
beard.
emergence essentially, and now
How long till patch
he's
notes?
like, this is it.
Sit
this
tight,
is my
Shogun.
final score.
Sit
This
tight,
is
buddy.
my last
We're gonna be
shot.
here a while.
It's a retirement.
We got a
plan,
map, we
essentially.
got competitive, we got
That's awesome.
armor, we got
There's a
weapons.
line in the short story
We're gonna be
that
here a
was
while, and it's
so
as I
amazing.
said, it's viewer
Scroll below
retention.
it, Justin. It was literally, it's called, he was the cliff at the edge of the world, etched by the ocean, chipped away by the elements. I think that is so beautiful, honestly. I think that's
Thank
so
you.
beautiful.
Appreciate it.
He's the ultimate survivor.
Mm.
And
We
he'll
got
do
lore,
anything
exactly.
to survive, and
We got
to
lore.
Yeah.
survive.
Exactly.
So
We're
yeah.
gonna be in the
You
nursing
might
hall.
also see, you might recognize characters that you've seen elsewhere. Someone,
The LEDs are a good
who
touch,
has
making them blue.
Beard, and this beard is black.
Yeah, the game has
This
lore,
is
but
actually an
since they don't do
historical
anything
character,
really
a
with the
man
lore,
called
it's
Edward
either you
Teach,
pay
and
attention or you
lived
don't
at
care about
in
it,
the early
and
18th
majority
century,
don't
and
care.
took inspiration from his, well, not real life events,
15
but his real-life
hours of
personality
lore.
and how he wanted to portray himself as some sort of devil of the sea. So a lot of the ways that
Yeah,
he
you
would
got time.
portray
You could probably do a
himself have
full
made
Helldiver
it into
mission
this
and come
game,
back and we'll
into
be
how
on
it is,
like
yeah,
weapons.
how it was modeled and all of that.
I'm gonna
So,
assume
yeah,
the
we wanted
Frozen
to
Tides
both bring
pass
the,
is the legacy
summer
one. It
blockbuster
makes the most
aspect of
sense.
Pirates, but also some historical inspiration into that.
That is
And we hope you'll have as much fun as we have with this character.
Yep, Pirate of Two Hero
Each
skins.
have a flaming, smoking.
As I said in the video, I don't
That
think people are
glitz
gonna
in his
enjoy that very
beard,
much.
Just to appear devilish, it is a historical fact.
There you go.
It worked.
Hey, man.
But yeah, thank you so much for bringing
If you're gonna hate on them for yapping, you gotta hate on me too, man. I made a living yapping
Flaming things in
That's
your
it.
beard.
Yeah.
but
and
maybe
complaining,
not in the
apparently,
office.
but
Well,
Yeah.
it's an outside activity.
Also,
Yeah,
be
yeah.
careful with
you
Harry.
guys are never
No,
happy.
Harry
No, it's true. What level are you at? I'm on like level 26 in Helldivers. I don't play it very
so you
often.
wanna
I
talk
get
more
burned out of
about,
it very
about the
easily.
skin itself? Just like kind of
That's
overall-
subjective. Yeah, I'm apparently not very entertaining
Yeah,
to
well, I
some
mean, as you
people,
can
which is
see,
fine.
it's,
You can't be
male
entertaining to
fire.
everyone.
So lots of work went into that with
What
audio
battle
as
pass is
well.
better to get?
Yeah.
Well, if you get one, you get both.
To audio,
But-
it is
oh, no, no.
pirate. This means
If
that
you-
a lot of the
just
lines
get the
that
new
he
one. The
makes,
old ones
all
are
of the
not really
audios,
worth
parts,
it.
Everything, and he speaks a different language.
Probably
He
not.
speaks,
I don't really want
Irish
to spend money
Gaelic.
on
So
Helldivers.
that we had to rewrite the lines. We had to. Have
Yeah, I'll pause the
translated,
stream if you go take a
localized,
piss.
And all of this is there.
Just
So
I'll play
it's a
pirate.
special-
Male pirate is
special
a
skin,
great.
one that is very very special in our cold hearts.
No, I don't think I will.
Very much so. And yeah, so his beard does have embers in it. It's smoking. He has all this.
So the moving effect is the embers in the beard, the smoke in the beard. Yeah, okay.
Actually known as Captain.
It's good.
Love it.
It's good.
Looks so good. He's so epic.
He is.
Truly.
He's larger than life.
Yeah. I got to see some.
Man,
of
the smoke
the,
effect is
customization.
very
Oh,
consistent.
his bling changes.
Does.
I'm worried about the colors.
Oh yes, of course. Do you think like he
Yeah.
makes anything like?
I mean, like lobster.
Like
Pirate.
picture him by himself, just making some jewelry.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the weapons also.
I think his default fit is gonna be his best. Like default colors, definitely gonna be his best. But yeah, no, it's decent for customization, better than the Armusha skin.
Yeah,
Or mustard, or I don't know. I'm not sure.
looks great.
It looks great.
We're not in the art department. How do we know about
I never want to give credit for the
the
armor until I get my hands on it because I'm gonna be real, Ubisoft in their
from June 12th to July 3rd.
is that Crashing Waves, not Frozen Tides,
Crash out
Crashing
with your
Waves.
friends, you could do it in style.
No, this is the new one, Crashing
Why don't we take a
Waves.
look at some of the rewards?
Frozen Tides, the other one.
Got the Lone Crows
Durr.
crew.
Yeah, from the name of the.
They love
Captain
mustard.
Coldheart in the short story.
Awesome. Mood
A lot of
effect.
these do go along with that.
I mean, it's
of his
pretty
ship and his
hard to
crew
see
and his
the.
flag.
It's okay at best.
Again, be a pirate.
How much does the hero skin cost? Since it's gonna be gender switched,
Yes.
That's it.
Try
it's
not to
gonna be
get-
like $20 Canadian before tax. I wouldn't buy the Harmusha hero skin unless you actually enjoy it. I only bought it because it
the in-game realization
looks like
next.
me a little bit,
So you got our face
and
off.
I just like joking about how it's
the,
me
VFX
instead.
team and the level artist team, looking so good. Background looks great. I can't wait to jump into that later.
Yeah, all of this, of course, coming
two
from the
passion-
map.
There's gotta be more than 2 passions. They wouldn't.
Right there.
Shout out Ed.
Like, yeah, okay, there's a new hero
Because
coming
you
out
talk about
next
the
month.
Map. Well, aren't you
But-
excited?
That's it.
It is June, right? I've lost track of time in the day,
Podiums.
and month, and
One
year.
thing I love very much about the maps, and Ed will be talking about.
Yeah,
it,
I did the
is that
mocap.
It changes
I was
so
in
much
the
depending
scenes,
on
the-
the ambience.
They
whether
invited
you're
me
in
out.
Valkenheim or in this case Meyer, the map looks almost
What do you
completely
mean? There's
different.
the
This is-
Prince of
this
Persia
is
goes,
incredible.
whoa!
Yeah, so yeah.
Can't wait to jump into that after.
I stole it.
We also have a Legacy Pass coming. This time it's from Year 5 Season 2.
Not
if you
Frozen
recall, in
Shore?
Year 5 Season 1, there was a big banquet.
The Mirage
so long in
one?
the case. Year 5 Season 2 brings a drought, and the fashion is following
That's
suit. The
questioning,
season was
but
a samurai-focused season. This is back when Kyoshin was first
Oh, yeah.
introduced.
yeah, this was the.
The
alright.
season was described as a love letter to Japanese mythology, which I thought was beautiful. But yeah, a lot of inspiration came
I'm not.
from,
No, I'm not gonna
Japanese
buy. I didn't
culture
buy
and
it before. I'm not
spirituality.
gonna buy this one now. I
A
just
lot of
don't like it.
keywords that were used to kind of
That's okay,
design
though.
the season was drought, scarcity, and.
But I already have like multiple
see
paired
a lot of,
emotes.
microscopic bone patterns.
Yeah, I guess they are
on
going
some
in
of the
order.
Weapons. It's very.
This was
Salvador
like
Dali.
okay,
Very cool.
It's surreal.
but it could have been
Yeah,
better.
exactly.
Oh, Hat Club.
Oh my.
It was okay in terms of Battle
here's
Pass
the,
XCs.
Little sneak peek of the weapons.
The Hotoon weapon's pretty nice, though, I can't lie.
Super cool. Very. It's meant to really,
They took the
display
current
the
pass off the
current
store.
status
Yeah, I
of
mean, what are you gonna
F1.
do? Buy it? It's not available anymore.
dry and intense.
That's good.
And as you can see, they've been
Tron
retrofitted
discs.
so that newer
Exactly.
heroes have them too. In this
Yep.
case, Hatun.
Yeah, I guess Year 5 was so long ago.
I know.
Yes. We're in Year 9 now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I want Medjay to get more armor, man. I feel so limited
So
in Medjay
awesome.
fashion.
All right. Moving on, we also have some armor variations.
We do. So this season we have armor variations for Vikings.
All right.
Nice.
They,
Not a good start for Raider
part of
already.
The same set that we
Never
did
really a good start for
last
Raider.
season with the Knights, and we'll continue on.
The arms is nice. I like it. I can definitely see like a blue vibe going.
How the details look here.
I like clean Yorm fashion. I think clean Yorm fashion is better than dirty.
Coarse, you know, that something that
And the pants change color. Okay, good.
To battle, and we've used variations on this theme to name all of this with in the language appropriate to each faction. So we've done the knights in season 1. It was in Latin. In this case,
They're just bringing them back because, like, I don't know why not. FOMO is pretty stupid, but I mean, like, if you gotta make money where you gotta make money, right? Like,
well, I want to thank you all for coming on and breaking.
Raider didn't really do anything other than, like, when he was overpowered for like a month.
Folks, stick around. We're
And
gonna
after that, yeah, like.
converted map in the next segment, but before that, we're going to be looking at the full battle pass galleries.
Okay, so my prediction for the converted map was they were gonna remove the bridge area, like the ledge area. That was my main prediction. So excellent here, yeah. Good, both on the cursed is yeah, it's a skin, all right. BP shield is good. What a surprise. Warmongers could have been better. Serpents could have been better. They're not terrible, obviously not, but I don't really focus too much on weapons anymore. Conquer at the end is confusing, I can't lie. Kind of points. Has it always been Conquer at the end? I think it has been always Conquer at the end. No, the music's great. Pirate shanties are always always a welcome addition. I like Raiders. That's very clean, actually. Zerk's clean. White and gold is a very, very good thing for me. I've always felt weird with VG's weapons. Like, I don't know, they're okay. Jormungandr World Serpent eating itself. That's what I'm hoping for. It's either Conqueror and Ibushi. There's no other character that needs a testing grounds at the moment. And yeah, again, Samurai, good weapons so far. I feel like they don't really miss too often on the battle pass weapons because, I mean, they do cost money, so they have to have good ones. The only place where they sometimes miss the mark is the free weapons for the events. Sometimes those weapons are terrible, but sometimes there's some good ass weapons. Sohei's is, I don't know, I just don't like Sohei's weapon in general. I think it's a little weird. Shugo's is actually kind of that's pretty good. Alright. Shugo's is the best one. That's not even like a debate. Yeah, T1s are always boring because they're not the major ones. There's just the hero skin. If the hero skin's bad, then no one cares. If the hero skin's on a character that no one likes, no one cares. But at least with this one, there's more packed into it, so there's a reason to enjoy it. New Lin character is later down the year, so November, December. Nabushin in Dominion is actually one of the better characters in the game now, but it's only if you play her to like confirm gank. So if you're good at team fighting, Nabushi is actually a really good pick now. In duels, yeah, don't even bother. The Outlanders are getting a new character in July. It's gonna be Outlanders and the Wulin. No, they're not gonna announce the new hero now. The new hero will be announced next month. That I have no predictions for yet. It could be a Spartan, but I think Fronter's gonna go towards the Rapier. I think Rapier, because like people have been begging for that Rapier hero even more than a Spartan. It's so good, man. I'm gonna have to turn my music back on, man. I'm gonna have to turn my music back on. This shit is so clean. Well, you gotta think. Hero skins are normally tied to the hero. They're normally always tied to the hero.
Welcome
So,
back,
I mean,
Warriors. We've got Ed
Mr.
here. We're gonna talk
I'm
about
just gonna call him
this new
Blackbeard for
converted
now.
map. I'm so excited to be able
It's
to
definitely
play
a hint. I don't think a Spartan's gonna go after a pirate, right? I think a rapier hero is definitely
how you doing today?
more
Great. I
inclined.
feel like we've been teasing this map for
Yeah.
quite a little while now, ever since the Year 9 launch
Mhm.
trailers and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So yeah, and you guys have seen.
But
in
it's
the
so good with the
background
music,
there
man.
Of Pirate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
1 hour
We're
more
excited.
for
Why
the
don't,
music.
Tell us more about it.
I wanna see the
well,
new map,
first,
man.
A little bit of
I have
history
very high
on
hopes for the map.
So as you guys may not know this, but Canyon was one of the first maps ever designed in For Honor's.
I did not know that actually.
And it was designed specifically to not be a Dominion map. You know, we were working the flow for what Skirmish would play like, and it was designed around that. And of course, you never know how, you know.
When would the new hero come out?
will be
July like
received upon launch and
28th
stuff
or
like that. So
July?
obviously, 9
or
years
like
later,
August.
here we are,
Yeah.
and converting it to play in the Dominion flow of the game mode.
Exciting.
So yeah.
That's
So very exciting to go back into
July
this map,
27th is the
like 9 years later,
reveal, I
like,
think,
oh,
or
okay,
when the character
how do-
comes
how-
out.
How do I do this?
One or the other. I
Yeah.
don't remember reading.
So why don't we start off
Do some
by
I know.
showing you guys how we did this. So here you can see from the perspective
What
of the
the
attackers. Of course, you got your 3 objectives, A, B, and C. You got your main lane down the middle, as is customary, and A and C on the sides.
Okay, so
So
C
a lot of
is
adjustments
C
had to
is
be
gonna be the
made
main
for this
one
map
because the
to
rotations are gonna be
flow
way
well.
easier.
Not
A, you're
just,
gonna have
like,
to-
putting the objectives in, but making
Jesus
giving
Christ,
enough
this is gonna be
breathing
weird.
room in between the run times.
Very interesting.
And fighting spaces to feel adequate. For
This
Dominion.
looks like a
So
cool
let's,
map,
start
not
off with
a
the, main lane.
like a.
Of course, we have always had.
You know,
this
it's not like
beautiful ramp,
what's like it's not gonna be like an Overwatch or a
and that was
Harbor.
kind of like a landmark of the map.
I think-
but it had to go to make room.
And it's gonna be an unbalanced map. That,
Village.
like yeah, 'cause see, like you have to
Another-
jump
I don't know
down
what's
off
gonna
the
happen
point, which is
here.
gonna take damage.
Justice for the
It's gonna be
map.
faster to get to mid.
So
But,
yeah, the
know.
minions needed somewhere to fight and do their thing at the main lane. So it was one of the
My
first
prediction
work-
was that they
yeah,
get rid of
yeah,
the bridge.
So and
area.
the space worked very well. And as you can see, we opened also the southern side of it. We added a staircase ramp that would connect to the objective C. So yeah, looking at capture point A, we had this kind of awesome little Viking thing, but there wasn't much going on there, so we completely
like it.
revamped it here. It's
Pseudo indoor
turned
map.
to like this little fort.
But it allows for like catapults and stuff
Again,
to come
this
through the
is a
ceiling.
Viking
It's
map,
good.
But we overlaid it with pirate thematics. So this is where they would like store their treasures, their loot, their bounty, all that good stuff, and where they do their pirate things there. So yeah, this was quite a revamp.
There's
for
one
the
it's supposed
point
to
as
do, that's
well, and
pretty
even
sick.
during development, it went through quite a few iterations of it. And you have a nice line of sight towards the main lane from there. So another key point I'd like to address here is
But you take damage?
we added this drop
Maybe
down
not.
that gives straight access to the main lane. So 2 reasons why we did this is it makes rotations a lot more easier. You know, it feels better. You see
Yeah.
someone who needs to heal.
So I guess it doesn't do any
right
damage
away,
then.
You rotate in, and this happens a lot more quicker. And you have that line of sight on people who are coming. The other thing we did by shifting the drop to the side is that I definitely didn't want people to be able to drop attack, you know, an incoming enemy as they're coming towards the point. You know, that would suck before they even get on the point.
Yeah.
That you would be able to do that. So this works really well. It does, you know, you have a very quick rotation time there, so you do take.
I can still see this being pretty cancer.
You know, it's
Gotta
not
be a-
much.
You fight on the
but
stairs, drop
there's that
attack,
trade-off,
insta kill,
you know?
2000 damage,
So if you don't
5
wanna
foot
take
fall.
that damage, take
Alright,
the
here it is. Before update,
moving on to capture point C.
and it
useless
is
stock, which
gone.
wasn't
Yeah.
much good for anything. So we turned that
It's gone.
into the remnants of this shipwreck. and it looks really cool, and it even tells its own story.
It's a
there,
nice
as
point.
you
I
kinda
can't lie.
see
It
the
looks very
ship
nice.
Was halved in two.
Yeah.
And
So do you get
for
ledged in the
Dominion,
water,
you'll be
like-
playing on the the bow?
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. Someone correct
Really,
me.
the gravestones are
I
gone?
think that's
Oh my
called
god,
bow.
no, there's still some there.
But yeah, and you have
See
this
one.
awesome pirate.
Can you ledge someone in the back?
Emblem there on the sail. So
He's
yeah, really
happy.
thematic. We went all out with sprinkling the pirate theme over the map. Here we see the cool weather locations, as Raph was mentioning earlier, how it changes.
Oh, winter. Yes, I love
the
winter
feel
maps.
of the
Winter
map.
maps are so
Yeah,
nice.
I always enjoy, even after the fact, after we've worked on it for so long, and looking at it in video form, and just be like, I'm always astounded by the work of the art team.
They probably got really tired of rain maps
Yeah.
being.
Okay, so moving on into the intro cinematics. Here we have some team that's
Oh, great
there
heavens.
to loot the treasure from the pirates, and
That's pretty
they're
good.
having none of it. They're ready. Yeah, they're all happy. They got the treasure. Bam. Yeah, this was some really cool work done by our animation team.
It's pretty good. I like that.
And from the the defender side, you see their perspective. They're looking down on them.
That's a
and
war
they're
crime.
on the high ground, as you might say.
Oh, Skulls, what's up, bro?
And they're ready to attack.
Good to see you, man.
Yep. Yeah. So I hear. So yeah, that
Yeah,
was
exactly.
a look at
No
kind of
pirate.
Dominion as a whole. Again, shout out to the art team,
Shaman
modelers,
is mad.
VFX, audio.
No, it's a pretty good cutscene. I enjoy that. It's pretty
QC,
well done.
Of course, who without them,
Not possible.
complain as much as you want about bugs, but there'd be a lot more.
The new hero info is gonna come out July
I'm always,
July
I'm
20
always on the
something.
lookout. I'm always
Hero
watching
reveals on the
streams.
27th,
I'm
but
always
so
looking
somewhere
to
around the
the map.
20th.
So I think here so this is the season of duels,
Exactly,
right? As
yeah.
as might have been mentioned. So of course we had to update duels.
Ooh,
on
new
this
duels map.
And
Okay.
for the better, of course, we used the new Dominion.
Sigh, another good
Objective
map for
zones.
Warmonger.
And
Sigh.
so now you see here, this is the main lane.
Definitely
area
not,
in
but-
Dominion. So we turned that. Actually, this was similar to what was already in Dominion, in Duel, but without the ram totem that was mentioned before. There was a bit of stalling. You could run around it. So this is a lot cleaner. This works a lot better.
This will be nice for the upcoming.
Brian doesn't really know their own punishes, so give them.
Here at Capture
That's-
C, now we placed a dual location over
Okay,
the capture
okay,
point. So
that's-
this is
that's
only
a-
accessible in
Sigh, another good place for
Don't
Warmonger.
worry, we put some railings on that bridge. I already hear the complaints. But,
Sigh.
there are some ledge opportunities, but you'll have to work for them, and you'll have to mind your positioning there. So I always enjoy doing specific dual locations. And now
Okay,
we're
that's
back to
pretty
the
sick.
boat,
That's Pete. This is
here
good.
in
On a
Duel.
whole ass boat.
We're on the back.
That
side of
is
it,
such
so
a good
there's
map.
Part that was split off during some grand battle.
That's-
that took
that's
place on this
huge.
boat. And this is really again unique to Duel.
There's no
and we have that
there's
shark
no very
that's
unique
roaming
places to
around.
fight. Normally it's just
That
you
was a-
fight
that was a
on the
really
map.
cool
This is
touch.
this is
I
sick.
really enjoyed that.
I love
And we
this.
also have this. You're splashing around in the water.
Dude, could you
here.
imagine if you get ledged,
Um,
a shark eats you? That'd be
Stay
so
tuned,
fucking cool.
Matthew's gonna be talking to you guys.
That'd be
more about
sick.
that.
Yeah,
Some
you probably
really
ledge off the
new
back.
Water tech that we got in.
It'd be so cool if they could add like a special little
yeah.
cutscene where you get
So,
eaten by a shark.
Moving on to Brawl. So this was actually the third time we're updating Brawl in this map. This was launch.
I think that's
and-
the first map
yeah.
I've ever actually played on.
Yeah. So that was launch. Then we ended up moving it here to closer to the cemetery section of it, and it was better, but now it's even
Yeah, okay.
better.
Yeah.
So now we moved it to the main lane area.
This
and
for
we get
real
this
twos would go
real
hard. This is
2v2.
probably like the best arena for real
Focus
twos.
mainly on
map.
the
Beside the
combat,
ring.
that's
Yeah,
the main thing.
yeah.
There's no other factors.
No, no, no
Something to
fun the
look out
hero.
though. You could see the color
Relax tonight.
gradients change from when we launched there before the art. I think it was during Marching Fire.
This
that
is
updated,
that's pretty decent.
and how
I
it
think
looks
I think
like
the
now,
brawl map kind of
in the same
removes the
you know,
identity of
Astronaut
it. Like
Center
I kind of like
location.
fighting around the gravestones,
So, actually,
but
uh,
this is a good
little-
arena.
little bit of info there. The first time I changed Brawl on this map,
We're not
was
getting
my
anything for
first
Breach, man.
appearance on
I hate to
World.
say it, but I think Breach is done.
About 9 years ago, 8 years ago, I suppose.
Full circle.
So yeah, I was so nervous back then, and but yeah, I'm probably dating myself.
There's also there's like some of the flowers I think that we didn't talk about.
Oh yeah, so the VFX team
What
did
the
a
fuck?
really cool
Oh.
job here. This little detail
Okay.
of they added
I didn't
little
have to do that.
sprinkles
That's
of
pretty cool.
flour
I like
all
that.
over the grassy fields, and as you run through them, you see them. You can see there they kind of wisp off into the air.
They're reactive.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
So again, the VFX had some fun on this map.
Hey man, facial hair is just how
The
it
whole
goes, you
map
know.
Really, it's
I
one
can't
of
grow full
my
beard, so
favorite
this is
maps
what I
that we've
got.
converted so far.
I think he's
and
got
I'm
it. He's got it
happy
more
with
down than I do, though.
the work that
He's
they've
just
done.
cleaner.
Looks great.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yep.
This looks awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on and breaking
My
all that
pleasure.
down. Folks, stay tuned. We're gonna dive.
Next
We're gonna
converted
do a deep
map.
dive into some quality of life improvements next.
Honestly, I don't even want them to
Clear
convert a
mountain areas
map.
that-
Change Sanctuary Bridge.
But first, we're gonna have a look at
Change
the,
Sanctuary Bridge.
Canyon map beauty video where you're gonna see everything, and then we're gonna
Yeah, it's actually just me sitting on the
walk
couch.
around.
Put my hair on a fucking hat, and that was it. No, we're still a bit from patch notes, sadly. Sanctuary Bridge is the worst map because it's just a straight line. You can close off the other exits. You can't really. There's no freedom that other maps give you. Netherworld Productions. I don't know why I thought of like a NetherRealm Productions, and I'm like. They'd have to do Samurai because they did Knights, Vikings. Nah, it has to be Samurai. So I'm genuinely thinking Canopy. I think Canopy would be the next one because Canopy is the most visually aesthetic map. Canopy is such a beautiful looking map. Why they stopped adding rain to mass? Because it lagged, I guess. It lagged people's games and they couldn't handle it. I want one of the Larry shirts, man. They're so bad at their merch, man. I wanna buy their pillows, I wanna buy their Larry merch. Any prediction from the new hero? Well, it has to be something that ties into a pirate. And as much as I want it to be a Spartan, it's not going to be it. I'd assume a rapier hero. If it's going to be like that, I feel like we'd see a rapier over a Spartan hero. Just because normally all hero skins are tied to a hero release. We had Bullthorn the Cursed with Medjai. We had who was Afira with? We had Conquistador with Ocelot. Stuff like that. Like it's always a tie-in. If it's not a crossover skin. God, it's so catchy. Harpoon. Yeah, quality of life improvements is I didn't have this on my radar. I did not have it on my radar. Honestly, if they take more time, I don't really care because I get to listen to this fucking music. It's clean as fuck. I think the pirate skin is fantastic. It does everything it needs to be. It's a gender swap skin. It looks good. The voice acting is good. The animations are good.
Have that muscle memory where
Everything is
guard,
good.
Like you parry somebody, you try to guard break them, because like I still do that.
Yeah, I've never
Like, don't lie to
lost
yourself.
that, ever since release. I can't. I keep dying because of that.
It's been like 9 years now. It's kind of. Oh, hey, we're on.
Me when I lie?
Everybody, welcome back to the show. They gotta let us know when the lights are on. Sometimes I'm sorry, but
I hate to be rude, but-
joining me on the couch today to talk about some awesome visual quality of life and graphic improvements today is Matthew. Matthew, welcome
Yeah,
back.
It's a
Hey,
fantastic
it's been a
hero
minute.
skin.
It has been a minute. When's
I think
last
it does
time you were
everything
with us?
proper.
I want to say like 2 years
Changes
ago.
the hero,
I don't
doesn't make
know,
it
it's
look
been-
like outlandish.
it's
Looks
been
like it fits
quite
the
some time.
setting.
Usually
beautiful.
when I show up, I give it a little class of something. Today's no different. We'll be
sweet.
talking about some.
So we're gonna learn some stuff today.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad we could unchain you from your desk so you could come and come like teach me too, and the fine people.
I'd
at
love
home,
to, but
Yeah, I'm
all about
free,
this.
I
so
don't
now
think
it's
the
time
devs
to
really
learn.
play their game because
That's
they have
right.
lives and
I think it's
families.
actually very
and
like
bolstering careers.
fortuitous here because after we just saw the map stuff, it's gonna some things.
You see
I
the
saw
hero skin in the
people chat
background?
noticing
It's flashing
are
with
something
VP.
We're gonna talk about
Yep.
today, so it's very cool. But before we get into that, what's first on the list?
Let's see.
Right. First, we're going to talk about is well, a lot of what we're going to be talking about is mostly some of the 3D stuff and the engine stuff that we've been adding in the game. So I would have liked Agathe to be here with me because a lot of this stuff is a lot of Agathe's work. But I'm blessed to come and do a presentation of this stuff essentially for her and for other people in the engine team and the 3D team.
Nice.
First thing we'll cover is we've added some skin subsurface scattering, the old SSSS.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was pronounced.
It's the
New visual settings.
It's the idea behind the SSSS is it makes the skin act a little better in shadows. It kind of makes it so that light comes through skin a little bit, just a little bit, just to make
yeah,
the
just a little
character look
bit.
a little less plasticky. It's subtle, but it helps.
Very cool.
The other thing that we've added would be dynamic wind stuff.
Oh,
But,
okay.
actually, we always had dynamic wind. The difference here is that we've enabled
That's pretty
the,
cool.
Artists to be able to control it a lot better. So we went in and added a lot of dynamic impulses
wind is- okay.
all over the place.
It's
with
cool.
click.
Oh, nice.
The wind is cool.
So look out for that.
So wear capes is what I'm seeing here because that looks.
It's
really
the
cool.
small
Yeah, the
things.
cape
It's
stuff
obviously
is-
this doesn't
the
change
capes
any
benefit the most from
gameplay,
this, for
but
sure.
it's still cool.
We support capes.
It's cool that they were able to
I
do
like
this.
capes.
I like capes too.
Bad for fights, but they look great.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Next up, the in-game water. So yeah, we're
In-game
using a very fancy
water.
technique here that's actually not that difficult to create, but for some reason games just don't use it very much.
Oh,
I think the first time that this
There
got probably
parts.
used was in Left 4 Dead. I think it was Valve.
Really?
Kind of. Yeah. So, based on similar ideas, we decided to
Left
do
4
an
Dead reference.
implementation of stuff that makes it so that water can flow in interesting ways. And that's actually what I'm going to be teaching about. I'm going to show you guys how we did it. 'Cause
Cool.
It's actually not that complicated, and it's pretty interesting under the hood.
masterclass. All right.
Yeah. In fact, we can kind of throw ourselves in there right now.
This guy seems like he loves his
but-
job.
However, I do have a shout out to do to the
Nice water,
Weverse
nice
Wii U old guy who used to post a lot on Weverse about nice water in games.
Yeah.
He had a gimmick going on. I respected it a whole lot. It's
Water.
for that guy.
You were inspired by that guy. Like you want him to say.
No,
nice
I
water
can't
in
sadly.
our game.
Stream
Yeah, in my
as high
heart
as it
he's
gets.
doing it, but I don't know where he is today. But
I think he's watching today.
I would hope so.
I bet he's watching.
So yeah, before we actually get too deep into it, I need to cover a few bases that I believe Anna already has done and the Warriors done before.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about UVs, but I'm doing it pretty quickly because we've already covered this and it can get kind of boring. But I'm mostly focusing on how we animate water, so we're not going to worry too much about the technicalities and just talk about what it is. So what you need to know about UVs is that a model made out of points, vertices, has, coordinates, kind of like a GPS, where it knows in the world where they are. But it also has coordinates to know where it goes on the texture. This is kind of counterintuitive because usually people would think, well, the texture knows where to go in the model, but it's actually the other way around. The model knows where to go in the texture.
Okay.
Each vertice knows
quality of life.
where it is in the world, and it knows where it is on the texture.
Hey
that
man,
belongs
guys
to it.
enjoying explaining it. The
Simultaneous.
best we can do is sit here and
It's
enjoy
pretty
him being
useful.
happy about it.
Well,
Right?
let's just slap some water on the plane here and
Oh, okay.
talk about
Let's slap some
what
water on it.
manipulations of that kind of looks like. Because if your information of texture space and world space,
I like it
is
though.
in a
It is
vertice,
completely
then
random,
you
but
can manipulate both
you
at the
can
same time
tell
without
the way
having to
he's
touch
explaining it.
Well, let's
he
slap water
enjoys this.
texture on our plane here, and let's animate it.
Okay. That looks
Okay.
pretty good.
Nice water, right?
Some water.
It's a good start.
I don't have any water
so
on me.
let's look at what that looks like when we actually have the UVs there. See, this is texture space vertices over there. And at the top here is the, world space vertices. They're not moving, but the texture space one is. And this kind of what happens when you're looping water around. You're just moving the verts. And
I don't know what
moving it around,
the
and
top fans
you're
are
not
now,
moving
but
water. The water texture
hey,
is not
man,
moving. It's
accept
the verts
it.
that are moving the vertices.
Huh.
Next. So here what we're going to do is that we're going to modify the
God,
vertices
it's thick.
coordinates and also the vertex in the texture space coordinates. So we're modifying both at the same time. So the result is kind of weird, you know.
To keep water in
the
ass.
shifted, so the water's still straight because you're shifting.
Anyways,
and you know this looks like silly water.
A little
I need to talk to more women.
Do better than
water.
that.
Yeah.
So let's move the vertices in world space, but not texture space.
Okay.
Now, you know, you get some stretching and stuff, but that's kind of wanted because when you
Yeah,
start
'cause-
animating this, well, look at this. The
Yeah.
water is
Oh.
following around because the
Cool.
model's still straight in the
there's all that
texture
water
space.
texture.
Um,
Water Nero.
Now here is, in fact, we're modifying texture space, but we're not modifying world space, right? We're just trying to get an idea of like what's doing what when you're manipulating both at the same time.
Wood. Just wood.
So, you know, obviously your plane's not changing, but you can see the water is kind of deforming because the points that are on your polygons in the texture are moving on the polygons that are in the world, so the texture gets all creepy.
Nice.
Next up, here we're modifying both at the same
Yeah.
time. We're kind of putting this all together.
Sorry.
Here.
Okay.
hold
Modifying
myself
both the
together.
world space and texture space. Now we're going to lock the texture space as it is now, and we're going to bring it back in world space without touching texture space.
Oh. Oh, what is
There you
this?
go.
What is
Oh.
this magic here?
That
Cool.
looks pretty good. You know?
I like it. I like it.
Cool.
However, you'll notice that there are issues with this. We can see here that, yeah, this is the same thing, but the resolution of the deformation of the water is
Look,
poor.
man.
We don't
Sometimes,
have a lot of polygons
sometimes
here,
a
and we're
curvy
only
bit
using
of
polygons.
polygons
Right up, Max.
gets
We're
you
going
going.
really quick. You only
This does
got
feel
a
like
few
a paid design
polygons on
lesson,
our
but I'm
plane, and
enjoying
you don't
it.
have enough polygons to actually
It's
have the
not
water
lore.
be pretty smooth. There's a lot of limitations with that. All right, next. I built a fountain here that shows the limitations here.
Okay.
See, the water is all like crunchy and doesn't know where to go in certain places.
Right.
Like just using the polygons to tell where the water should go and how it should flow is limiting. It doesn't look great. It can work for a single stream, but as soon as your water needs to move
Man,
in complicated ways,
I've been up
it
for like
fails.
18
So
hours.
we're
I'm
gonna
ready to
get
go to
extra
bed, and I'm
information
watching
to
some
tell
guy
it how
talk
to
about
move
water
if the
textures.
polygons clearly isn't
It's
enough.
a great for
Well,
Honor
there's
Warriors. Then I
stuff
love
that
it.
We have like per square
So
inch
low.
that has information, and that's in the texture. So maybe we can wait, Max.
I got
Maybe
turned
we
to
can
water
store
texture.
Texture information that
Water
says in what
den.
direction we want the water to move.
Okay.
All right, let's go. And
I
we're
can't
gonna
nap
do
until I
that
see
using
patch notes.
flow maps.
All right.
What we see here, that's a vector map. It's a flow map. Same thing in our case, right?
Yeah.
This is what a vector map looks like. I got another example of what a vector map is. Yeah,
Okay.
Vector maps, right? They're kind of just like a texture of directions.
Okay.
Instead of being a color,
This looks
it's
like
direction.
a Hollow
Next
Knight boss
example.
room.
Oh, it's our boy.
Ugh.
It's our boy Griff again.
Oh,
Oh God, what's going on here? He's getting
he's got
flow
some
mapped.
big lips.
He's getting flow mapped.
Oh, the vectors is killing me.
Take that, Mike. Sorry, I mean. Keep...
Right, let's go to the next one.
Wait, like look at his lips. Oh, I was gonna say, look at his
All right,
lips.
now here's a fun tool. Comes from a tech artist that's at Riot right now.
You and Griff.
It's kind of his little freeware artist thing that is great for demoing this stuff. We don't actually use it, but I love using it to
As much as
show
I
people how
am
this
enjoying
looks
this
like.
segment,
Yeah, we're kind of just
Didn't
like
we say that
brushing
we're not gonna take
the
up time
vectors
because
right
this
now.
might be
It's kinda like
boring
hair,
for
and you kind
people?
of brush it and you can have the water move in the direction you want. This is kind of what we want to do with the water, right?
Okay.
So let's talk a bit about what a flow map even looks like.
Good lord, give me
Let's
strength.
load up essentially a texture, right?
Okay.
Look at this. That's
I like it. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see
um,
the changes coming to the game.
Yeah, that's a spreadsheet. Exactly, right?
Oh, okay.
You go. And
There's
it's
only
all
so
over what
much.
you get.
So many
Okay,
people want to watch
difference
about
in
water.
spreadsheets. I'm good with these. Yeah.
Yeah, great. See,
Yeah.
see, like essentially the colors are just numbers.
Oh,
They're-
okay.
They're 3 numbers. It's a spreadsheet with numbers in them. So if we
Exactly,
take
at least he's
texture
passionate
and
about it.
we
At least he's
apply it on
enjoying
objects, well,
his
then
job.
You get essentially a spreadsheet of numbers, and you can use those numbers to tell what direction to go. So let's try it on our friend Griffin here, right? Let's put a texture on him, and each texture says, well, each color says what direction we want to move.
It's easy
the
for the new
pixels on.
character.
Okay.
All right.
They're gonna,
So let's give it a roll.
they're gonna kill Griffin. Oh,
Okay, that doesn't look great.
I mean,
Jesus
However,
Christ.
obviously the biggest problem we got here is that he stretches forever, and after like a minute, you won't even know what you're looking at.
it's fair enough. Yeah.
It's not going to be useful for water. But there's a trick we can
This
do,
is
right?
cursed.
Okay.
What if we take a second layer?
At least
and
it's
we
not lore. Yeah,
blend
exactly.
in
At least it's
while
not
The
lore.
first one is stretching, and blend back to an earlier state and stretch to a new one, and just have 2 layers, kind of always stretching. Like
I
that,
feel
right?
like I'm
Griffin's
going
on a trip
nuts.
right now, dude. Not gonna lie.
It doesn't look great for Griffin.
Hear me
but
out.
For an amorphous surface like water,
Yeah.
it works if you
Okay.
go quickly enough.
Mhm.
So
I gotta
let's
rewatch the
try
map
it.
section again.
So here's
Actually, when it comes to
again,
patch
the
notes, you
fun
guys wanna
little
watch the
tool
water
where
segment
we're gonna
again?
Kind of like brush the water, and here's the texture coordinates for my little fountain that I did. Right.
Okay.
I'm kind of like doing.
This
the
guy
little
loves this
brushing on the
fountain.
water so that we get like this fun little flow going on. See, you have the hairs there. This is just directions. They're arrows. This doesn't work that well in what I'm doing, but I went back in a tool and actually did it the right way. We're gonna see the final results here. That's our flow map.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Red
is quality
left
of
to right,
life.
Green is up to down.
Okay.
Half red and half green means it doesn't move. And essentially, this says what
I
direction
have to
you want
make
the
a
texture
video
to
about water.
scroll in and fade out and pop back in.
Mhm.
Right. So next, we're gonna see this is what the texture looks like on the fountain.
Oh wow.
And now
This
we're
is
gonna
gonna be.
slap the
I
texture
can't
in
wait
there
to make
and
a
tell it,
Warriors
use
Day
this as a
recap and
flow map.
talk about how they talked about water
What is this?
for like
Basically the same
half
texture.
an
The
hour.
only difference here is that I added a little bit of specular on it so you could see the flow better. But this took like 10 minutes. The,
How did that take 10 minutes?
the technology is not that complicated.
You missed a lot.
People don't use it for some reason. I'm gonna use it.
You
looks
missed
great.
a lot of water.
This would take me like 10
Not
weeks to
a
do, man. Like,
Right.
I'm so glad you're doing this. That's not on me. So.
It's
Yeah,
not
this is
complicated
Warriors
what's
then.
going on here, and it
Don't-
didn't take me a lot of time.
don't
but you
get-
see
don't
some
get
of the
twisted.
issues.
This-
Let's not worry too much about that.
This
right
is
now.
the Warriors then.
Here's a fun thing about the flow map being a texture with colors, though.
Okay.
Wait a sec. Don't go to the next one.
Whatever.
The
What day is it today?
Since
Wednesday. Yeah,
the
whatever.
flow map is a texture. Well, video games are really good at blending textures. You get.
I'm gonna go
you
get
got,
a
like,
water.
a
Actually,
a
now that I
blood
think about
spot
it, I think
on
I
around
want
it,
a
so top
water.
that's
So
blending
I'm getting
with the
thirsty
floor.
looking over this
Sure.
goddamn.
What if you did that with the flow map? You put like a thing, and it says, "This is how I want the flow map to move," with a particle, with a plane or something, right? All right, let's go. So here's a plane, and I'm gonna tell it like draw in the flow map instead of just drawing visually. There, now it only shows up in the flow map. That changes what the flow's doing because we're just using the colors to tell the direction you go. Right. So if you snap, I don't
still
know,
on
like
water?
a rock on
Is
that,
that what we're doing?
then you end up with being able to
I'm
like
still on
edit your
water?
flow
Oh, for
in
fuck's
real time
sake.
with basically no effort.
Dude.
It's pretty cool, right?
Wow.
Oh
so
my
That's
God.
what we ended up doing with the footsteps of the heroes.
I
in
touched the
Duel
water.
That we are, we can see here. It's just like, it's just a square, but it looks. The final result looks pretty decent for the amount of time. This
Oh my God.
So we ended up doing that with the footsteps of the hero and the actual water that we use in the map.
I gotta fix
you
my
can
hair
see,
now.
you're running
Okay,
around,
the
like,
the
it's a little
splashing's
subtle. I didn't
cool.
want to go too
Why don't you
far
start
in
with
it, but
this?
you kind of see the flow go like bloop, 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 and kind of start flowing again whenever he steps in there.
I love Cole Hart just sprinting back and forth.
I
Like, let me
swear
demonstrate.
skipped free calc
All to
for
say, the
water.
final result is I think Max has a capture of what the full water looks like in the actual map. Did we end it up? Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah, no. The only
Well,
reason this is
that's what we did
so
with the water.
engaging is because of how
We're probably
passionate
gonna
he is about
use
his
some more in the
water.
future.
Yeah.
Like
Wherever
if
we
this
have
was
places
if this
where
was
water
talked
can
about in a
flow and
monotone
limited
state,
in space
I'd be
and
so
stuff, we're
fucking
gonna start
bored.
Kind of poking around.
But the fact
see
that
where
this
it makes sense
guy
to use this stuff.
enjoys his job this much makes it so
Holy
much better.
cow. Maggie, that's incredible. Like, I'm
I'm at a loss
I
for
can't
words
take
as
full
well.
credit for it. I mean, a lot
I'm-
of the shader stuff was like,
Matthew,
I did something today.
God bless your heart, man.
And it actually didn't take that.
God
long,
bless
so,
your heart,
hey,
bro.
more games should do it.
I love that.
Just in a game, why don't you use it?
I love that. Just humble brag. Yeah, it didn't take too long, but I mean, it looks
Keep this
great.
man
God,
employed.
Shout out. Thank you so much also for this. And again, like it's great because even like I said, when we were showing off the map, players were already kind of like cluing in on it.
Testing
very
grounds,
early.
testing grounds, testing grounds,
Wow,
testing
the
grounds,
water looks
testing grounds.
really good,
There's
and like
something
they can
about it.
tell something
Yeah.
about it, and this is what it's about. So
Hey man,
amazing stuff. Well, Matthew, thank you
keep
so much again.
doing
for
the
being
Lord's
here.
work,
Thank you for coming
Matthew.
on the show.
Always a pleasure.
It's always amazing to learn all these cool tips and tricks. And again, I'm so happy you're here doing this. So, folks,
30 minutes of
warriors,
water. Look,
stick
man.
around. We
30
are
minutes
gonna
of
show off
fantastic
now, the
water.
armor variations for the
You
Duel
said
update.
testing
And coming up
grounds,
next, we have
bastards.
a testing grounds segment that you are not going to want to miss. So we'll
Yeah,
see you soon.
where's the guy that worked on the fire? Can we get the fire guy next? Okay, hold on. This is the new armor sets. Yeah. All right. Good luck next time, Raider. It's looking grim for you again. Warlord, I feel like this armor set already exists. But I mean, like, it's clean, so I'll take it. That chest piece already exists for Valkyrie. Maybe it's because I'm not a Viking main, but I'm a little underwhelmed. The Yorm set is good. I'll give him that. The Yorm set is good. Credit where credit is due. The Yorm armor set is nice. I'm not really a fan of this armor variation for Highlander. Shaman's just... Yeah, I like the pants on Shaman, honestly. The pants are clean. BG... Man, why that helmet, man? Of all helmets, you chose that one. Give me a variation of her default that looks cool. Yeah, I mean, like... I feel like Viking... Other than maybe, like, Yorm and Shaman mains, I don't think anyone's very happy with this stuff. Maybe VG for the chest piece to make, like, a bronze one. I gotta sneeze. Do I? I don't know. I feel it coming, but... Alright. Okay! If this is not Conqueror... I don't know, bro. Like, there's no one else this could be! It needs to be Kong! If it's anyone else, I'm going to be so disappointed. It has to be Kong. It has to be. There's no other character you could have hinted at for so long. You gave Lawbringer multiple buffs, called it a rework, and you hinted every time he got buffed. Conqueror is next. Conqueror is next. Warren got his feats. PK got her feats. Berserker got her feats. Only one out of 3 of those got through. You gave PK's third feat to Attune, and then you threw Zerx in the fucking fire and left it to die. Give our man what he deserves. Give it to us. Make it worth our wait. We waited 30 minutes looking at goddamn water. Give us what we want.
Welcome back, Warriors! We are excited to have you here. And look who joined me on the couch. It's Jay-Z!
So here's the thing, right? Like, I've been crowned king now, apparently.
Have you? Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, that's amazing. But it took a while for me to get on because the summoning ritual requires chat to, like, constantly ask for me. And so it took a little bit longer.
I feel like they weren't quite as ravenous at the beginning. I started seeing them coming online, but
it's the summoning ritual, man. Like, you gotta,
gotta build up to it.
And the other thing, I have to address my ultimate hater in chat, which I don't have any oil, so unfortunately I can't oil up for you. But
oil up, JC.
That'll be what it is. I mean,
Chad.
We'll talk about testing grounds instead.
Chad. Why?
He takes it on the chin. That's why I like JC.
Man. You know what?
He could take that on the chin as a grown man.
This one real quick, I don't know how to follow
and he could take it up. That's why I respect him.
We are here to talk about testing grounds.
That's why I don't like when people should talk JC, man.
I am super stoked for this one. This is like one I've been looking forward to for a long time.
End stream.
And yeah, so why don't we dive right into it? Can you tell us what we're looking at?
Yes. So as this beautiful slide says, as defensive dodge changes. So you remember last time when I was talking about how the next testing grounds wasn't going to be feats?
This ain't feats.
It doesn't mean that we're abandoning feats right away. It's just that we want to make sure that we can collate a bit more together so that we have like more feats to do in the same testing grounds. It's always a bit more complex to do feats. So we're trying to do like a more of a system testing grounds this time to address 2 major things, right? One of them is viability and defense at top level. It does affect lower level players as well, but it's really a fix that I know a player that seemed
Could be good.
retired, but was asking quite often the last time we saw him. And also something to give a bit more identity to assassins.
Nice.
So here we go.
Right.
Part 1 is I'll just read this slide and I'll explain the implications here, right? So all non-assassin heroes now have block active from 100 to 300 ms while dodging, and the block is active in the direction of the dodge.
Nice.
So everyone has superior block?
At super high level, there's a tendency for players
So you
to have a
can
very
counter
specific
confirm
thing
ganking.
happen where when player throws a bash,
So this
player
is-
throws a neutral undodgeable at
So they've
basically the same time.
Sort of killed
when this
confirm ganking,
happens,
unless it comes... No.
Undodgeable, but you
Uh,
lose dodge.
What if it comes from the
happens,
top?
you get hit
I don't
by
know.
something every single time. And so when we removed a block on dodge a while ago, we removed it because undodgeables, we had we had some issues with them. We were
It's
forced to
not
always
yet.
make them top, and then it always feels a little bit weird. So if we want to have undodgeable on only one side, for example, we couldn't really do it. So it opened up the design space, but also created this issue. So this is an attempt to help resolve this issue. So you have
It's
block
a step in the right
at the same
direction.
timing
It's a
as
step
deflect.
against
There's
confirm
no
ganking.
deflecting, and it's still not as effective as it was before we did the nerf, where the block was active for the entire duration. So that's one thing there. Also, this is forcing the block in the direction of the dodge. So if you're dodging front, it'll always block top. If you're dodging to the right, to the left, it'll always block in that direction. So it's really like it's a bit of a change. We have to change
It's
every
something.
almost every hero. there
Definitely, it's
to make sure
something.
everything was kind of fitting here. This will let you dodge into undodgeables if you know kind of the direction it's going to come, because you'll be able to kind of block it. So that's the idea here, right? So it's really to help that very, very specific situation. We did not want to have the block on the entire dodge. That created other issues, but having it at deflect timing here.
Yeah, it's defense
really
changes part
helps
1.
for
There's gonna be
those
more.
heroes, and it should give a bit more survivability when you're outnumbered and you're facing players that are able to kind of time themselves really well at throwing an attack that must be dodged and an attack that cannot be dodged at about the same time.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's the big idea here. So I'll be.
I
curious
don't
to
think
hear
so. I
specifically
want
from
to talk,
players
but I'm
here,
gonna wait
also
for him to
from everybody.
finish.
But really, I know.
So I know you guys want to listen.
Normie specifically, I remember the last time we were in the studio, he was asking me about this like on a pretty consistent basis.
Nisha's not OP,
So,
not at all.
it's not
This
necessarily
will make
for
her
Normie,
better,
but it's for all the players
because
that I
you'll
know
have
are having issues
a
with
guard
this.
active
should
while
appreciate
dodging.
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
But
And
that
then,
only means you have to dodge in
next
the
up, for
separate direction.
assassin.
Cool.
So now all assassin heroes have deflected active in all 3 stances while dodging forward. So you might remember the Peacekeeper testing rounds we did a little bit. Like
I mean, if it's a
late last
bash
year, right? Yeah.
mix up,
And so
then they
what we
eat
had
the
is,
bash.
her third feat had deflect active on all 3 stances, whether she was dodging front, left, or right. That was a bit too
But that means
strong,
Shinobi could just double dodge
specifically for
forward
this
all the
side.
time. No.
It's
No, no,
like
no, no.
It basically lets you nullify a bunch of mix-ups completely.
No.
You didn't really want that. There was always
That's
ways
not
for
good.
the attacker to do
You can't give that
something,
to
but
Shinobi.
it was a bit too complicated.
If you do a bash
and
and
kind of
dodgeable
forced her to
50-50,
take a
he can
wildly
dodge
different way,
once,
and it wasn't
realize
super
it's an
well received, so,
unblockable
like,
coming his way, and dodge forward and
but on
deflect
the
it.
front part,
That's
it
not
made
a good
lot of
idea.
sense.
This is
And
not a good
we've
idea.
had Katoon release recently that has a
Not a good
similar-ish
idea.
thing, but it's active for the entire duration of a run.
It's a testing grounds.
So
this is just for
feels good
straight
to have, like, those
testing.
kinda cool deflect
But I feel like they should have known
Now,
Shinobi
in
should
this
not have
testing
been in
ground,
this.
Every single assassin in the game.
The Makiri
that
counter.
includes Shaolin, because Shaolin is a hybrid assassin that had reflex guard beforehand. So it still it applies. He has deflects, so it applies to this. If you front dodge, you are able to deflect in any direction. So that's kind of cool because then it gives you an
That's
opportunity
I
to go,
don't
you know
know.
what?
I don't think
I'm
so.
facing, I don't know, like a Yorm, right? And I know that they're going to do an undodgeable light finisher. And maybe I don't have the reactions, or maybe there's
But
too much
then
input
that's
lag,
just
or maybe
skill
an off
issue.
day or something.
Like,
And
respectfully.
like, I know the undodgeable is coming. Like, I can read it. I can read the.
So then read it. So then read
I
it.
still won't be able to block.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Nice.
You
That-
front dodge into it. You don't have regular. You don't have high frames. There's none of these things that are happening while you're front dodging.
It's noob friendly,
Lets
but
you do
imagine this in a
really, really
in a
cool
good
things
player's
about
hands.
nullifying some of your
It's
opponent's
gonna
offense
nullify a lot of
in
offense.
this way, but it's a super hard read because if you front dodge and they didn't throw an undodgeable light, or they didn't throw what you were expecting, heavy is gonna hit you. A bunch of things are able to hit you. So it's a big read that can lead to super cool moments. And speaking of those moments, we have a couple of videos that kind of showcase what you can do with this, which is
I'm
the
not
kind of
very
side
optimistic with
effects of
this.
it, but are super interesting. So Max, if you want to start playing it. So this is what we were talking about with the dodging the block direction, the blocking the dodge direction, right? So you see Warden there, like always kind of switches his stance to left, right, or top whenever he dodges. So that's a good
This
one.
is fine. This is understandably for confirm ganking.
And then
it makes sense.
now this is what's more interesting, right? So the Shinobi here is dodging front into Zanhu's zone attack, and boop, you deflected it. Right? So again, that's one thing that's really interesting. That's like that's the basic case of.
I don't think this. You can't give this to Shinobi just for double dodge.
What else can this tech do for assassins? You can have an
no,
while you are
no,
and deflect.
You
right?
come on.
Super hype moments. Like this is amazing. It feels so good to pull off in game.
This is nullifying.
And the other
this
thing
is taking the skill out of it.
Like a big part of our intention.
No.
It makes assassins
no. Oh no.
Like when they're not locked onto, right? So this JJ right now, for example, is throwing a left side heavy.
No.
But the Orochi here is able
We were
to
going
dodge
so
into
well,
it.
man.
Because the deflect is active on all three stances, is able to deflect that heavy and punish the Jangjung for what they're doing.
I don't think that's a good idea.
It gives assassins a lot more things they can do in group fights when they're outnumbered, when they're outnumbering people. It enhances their
when they're outnumbered, they have things like dodge cancels to make deflects feasible.
Hopefully, people are gonna like it. Give us all of your comments, everything you want to talk about there. But
hopefully, people are gonna like it. Ew, Berserker, no, Shinobi. Yeah, sorry, man.
On the non-assassin side,
I hate to be pessimistic about
it. Extra bit
it.
of defense can mean life or death in a lot of situations. Yeah. At the same time, we're putting this into a testing ground.
It's testing ground.
Wondering like why these seem to be maybe
to anyone that is going to be overly hateful. Take it from me. I hate trying to like be the voice of reason. This is a testing ground. If you do not like it, voice your opinion. Just say not a good idea.
It doesn't feel overly
if we don't want this in the game,
and it's okay
then we have to voice that. We can't just sit there and be idle.
Maybe this is going to be too annoying. Maybe this is going to be too
I'm for sure going to voice my opinion.
Putting it in a testing grounds.
It is definitely going to be too strong.
As we can from our players to be able to go, you know what, this is cool. We're going in. Yeah. It's amazing. So really, that's what it is for the testing grounds. What's cool here too is that there's a change on every single hero. Right. Yeah. If you're an assassin,
yeah, it's great. It's a change for every character. I think the dodge change is great. I think it's fine.
The deflect frames when you're dodging.
Pure dodge shouting is right. Thank you so much, Lord.
A lot, like it's a really
for the kind donation. Thank you so much.
With a lot of stuff available on every single hero.
Damn, what is
great.
that, bro?
Please go in, test it out, try it out.
Where do we voice our opinion?
Yeah. And I'll be happy to Reddit too much again.
Reddit.
How much people love it?
Reddit.
I know we can't stop you. You're gonna be there.
I think it's a bad
awesome.
idea.
Yeah, JC, thank you so much for sharing that. Again, I'm super stoked about this. I know we play internally.
He kind of
quite a bit, so
okay. So now that they're filling up, I'm gonna take my time to speak about both changes.
Reminder that this testing grounds will be live.
Remember, it is a testing grounds, so we cannot judge it like it's in live game because that's unfair to the devs. They're trying to find something to combat confirm ganking, and they're trying. So I understand that. The dodge change, the block on dodge is a combat against unblockable or undodgeable bash confirm ganks.
I've been summoned, so now I got
so
that's right.
if a Nabushi's on my left throwing an attack, I could dodge into it, I dodged the Shigoki headbutt, and I blocked the Nabushi attack. It's a way to nullify confirm ganking. But my question is, what if the Nabushi throws a top attack? Right? If she throws a top undodgeable, right? If she throws a top undodgeable, am I still able to dodge left? Or do I have to dodge forward to block it? It's all about a hitbox, right? Like, can she position herself where the Shigoki is, where that becomes null useless? That's something I think I'm going to be testing with Fudge a bit, is, can you just nullify that change? The second change I think is stupid. Respectfully, I think it's really dumb. He kind of explained it for me. He said that, sorry, but Yuri, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate the kind donation. I didn't want to miss that. if I know he's gonna throw an undodgeable light attack, like as he said, and I know I can make that read, but I can't react to it, that shouldn't be on the game's fault. That's a me fault. I should be able to know where it's coming, and I should be able to do something about it.
I like it here.
Okay, good.
They shouldn't.
That's it. Like
Shouldn't baby the player for knowing it's gonna happen, but they can't react to it. That's part of learning For Honor is getting better at reacting, getting better at predicting, getting better at reading your opponent. Saying, oh, if you know they're gonna do something stupid, just dodge forward. That's not how you want to do something.
Sign up, find some buddies.
It's not how you want to do it.
It's going to be great.
Because you have the newer players in mind, which is great. I think that's fantastic, having the newer players in mind.
You'll notice that the dates
But a mechanic like that in my hands, in someone way better than me, a competitive player's hands, that's fucked. That's shit.
June 21st and 22nd, so you'll be able
That
to
is yikes. That is like everyone.
That's the main thing.
Think how oppressive VG. I'm gonna just mute this for now because like I don't know. I don't really care too much about
it's gonna be great.
competitive scene.
Please, it'll make me happy.
Imagine VG at the moment, right? You're in an anti-gank, you hit her guard, you're now stunned. That is going to happen all the time if there is a Orochi. The only person that can ever counter that is Blackbriar.
The circuit follows a pretty similar format to our last circuit, but we added circuit points.
It's weird. They went from nullifying confirm ganking to make it better on the player, and then adding something that is not very favorable.
That's what it is. Be too powerful. Be too powerful.
Got too much aura.
The reason I get frustrated with all of this is because this is going to be the third testing grounds in a row that we are going to have to reject. I think that's where the problem comes in, is that we rejected PKs, we rejected Berserkers, now we're going to reject this to a certain extent. It's frustrating that every time they try something new, it's not what we want, right? Like we were asking for Conqueror rework, a full rework for Conqueror, and somehow we still don't have it. Yeah, the possibilities for confirming, like the ganking potential as an assassin now, is crazy. But that's not what an assassin should specialize in. That should be like the Joab for the Vanguard or the Heavy, right? The assassin's supposed to pick off people, be fast, kill people as fast as possible, right? Not,
Goblin Gang is Antonio, Living, Lemon, and Jarl. It's Lemon's first tournament, by the way, and he's considered apparently to be one of the best players in the game so far. So,
well, Glad still can't break hyper armor. So if you're a hyper armor character, it won't do anything. If you're hyper armor, it won't do anything. But that's the thing. The Orochi's pick rate's gonna go up.
The first two guys, Vanlar and Likimon, are by far the best two team at the moment.
That's my take on it so far. Again, I have to specify that's a testing grounds. This is the point of a testing grounds. It's to test things they don't know. To expect them to know our wants, I mean, they should know that we want to conquer testing grounds. But devil's advocate, we just need to be talking about the changes. And I don't think we should rush to immediately shit talk it. Like, we need to test it. We need to confirm our tests. Yeah, the TG combined with Shinobi's double dodge is basically exactly how it's gonna go. But thank you so much here again for the $2. It is.
And it's really interesting because what we've been
Shinobi.
The tournament meta right now at super high level is really centered around a couple of things. It's heroes that have dodge recovery cancels, that have big trajectories, that have big unblockables, and that have armor. And so, because of this, the heroes that are most played,
I guess he means
and
hyper armor?
also most banned, are Orochi, Pirate, Nobushi, and Varangian Guard. And so it's interesting already there because you look at like Nobushi, she's super good in 4s.
Yep.
In 1s, not
she's
so
bad.
much, but that she's one of the top banned heroes in competitive play is really, really interesting.
Because it's very easy to confirm gank with her. And you have anyone with a forward dodge bash.
We're looking at the list, and there's like
this is how the Nobushi gank goes. To anyone that is wondering why Nobushi is so high picked,
we know, for example,
you get a Shigoki, you get a Conqueror, You get anyone with a forward dodge bash, right? Anyone with a forward dodge bash. She goes in a hidden stance, they go for the bash. If they dodge it, you throw the undodgeable, right? And that's rinse repeat. Throw the undodgeable, he goes into a bash again. Throw the undodgeable, goes into a bash again. Throw the undodgeable, goes into a bash again. Throw the undodgeable, and that's it. There is nothing you can do about it. You either get hit by the bash and hit by the undodgeable, or you dodge the bash, get hit by the undodgeable. There's no counter to it. So the testing ground change that they are trying right now, the first one, is to combat this, which is a step in the right direction.
That's right. Very subtle.
But Zanhu also is like.
I think the deflect change will definitely get criticized because that is not gonna be fun with Shinobi existing.
Very, very useful dodge cancels, all that sort of stuff. So it's super interesting. I'm psyched to watch this. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of diversity. There's a lot of players. I'm really hoping there's gonna be like big upsets. It makes those moments so interesting.
What's the deflect change? Any forward dodge will deflect. So if you forward dodge anything, it will auto deflect. And you can deflect externals with forward dodge, which is why people are upset about it. Deflects are not supposed to external. Hatoon's entire gimmick is the external deflect. That is the point. Hatoon is a deflect specialist. It's fine for her to have it because that is her unique gimmick. We voiced our discretion. I think it's the word discretion with PKs. This is bad. That's a bad thing to want to do.
Teamwork. It's about the communication. It's about again utilizing.
Yeah, exactly. Do not let it leak in other game modes. The dodge change is fine. Well, the way you look at it, it will still affect 1v1s, but not as much as 4s.
New tech, new
yeah, removing the skill gap for the simple for the way he explained it of I can't react. It's not a good reason behind it.
This meta. You're going to twos, it's different.
Oh yeah.
It's not a fantastic reason.
Like massively, right?
I'm trying to stay as positive as possible, just to be completely honest. The first one's great. Deflect change, no, cannot be done. If Orochi is apparently the most banned assassin in Pro League, that change is only going to make him banned more frequently.
It's great, honestly.
So really,
you don't want to know. You don't want to know what you missed. It's better if you stay blissfully unaware.
It costs nothing to play. You just sign up.
Find some buddies.
Get a team. Come sign up.
Exactly.
Win some fabulous prizes.
What the hell is deflect changes? Don't worry about it.
You heard it here. Yep. You heard it here. We confirmed.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. Not even Gladiator. Think about Shinobi. Think about Shinobi, Goji. Think. If you're a character that has a bash on dodgeable 50-50, you dodge always on the 50-50, and if you're wrong, say it's a Black Prior. He does a light attack, and you think he's gonna do a bash. He goes in the undodgeable. You think he's gonna do a bash. You dodge left. You see the undodgeable. You dodge forward. Doesn't matter what side the undodgeable's coming. Dodge forward. That's all you gotta do. Dodge forward.
Easy.
Yeah, even light parry
is gonna be there.
Right? See, this could be a team. This could be a winning.
Yeah.
It's small things that frustrate me.
Yeah, I got light parry's gonna. I like it.
They could, but who knows if they're gonna do that.
Right, folks, stick around. I'm gonna bounce out and.
Shinobi double dodge should never have deflect frames to begin with. Even Shinobi mains. Shinobi mains that I am friends with, rep 90 Shinobis, will agree with me that he should not have deflect frames on double dodge because it nullifies bash 50-50s if you're good enough. It is good for Nuxia, yeah, it is, because if you, well, it depends, right? The way you look at it, because it's still going to counter. Well, it's not going to counter everything. If you're playing Nusha and you throw a right heavy, and your opponent dodges to the right, congratulations, you got the trap. So now what they're going to do in turn is just dodge opposite of your heavy. And then there you go. No more guard. So they're just going to dodge opposite to your heavy. Maybe even assassins now, if they dodge forward into Nusha, it will trap. Maybe that is like the counter. Maybe Nusha becomes meta because they're going to be the biggest assassin counter. I do understand that they want to give assassins more, but if we voice that PK's tier 3 should not give her external deflects, then they should not have expected us to
Warriors, I'm
like
over
this.
here again.
Yeah, and I'm still here.
You're still here. We told you you'd be here.
All just to elaborate a Nusha buff,
But
yeah.
now this is like
Someone call
it's
Suji,
about
he'll be
to wear
happy.
off, so
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna-
no.
Alright, patch notes.
We got to make
Fresh
this
mentals,
segment
good
count.
minds.
Yeah, you gotta make it
No,
count.
that's good. Also, I'm just noticing here that like the pirate hat we have on the warden helmet is like
Yeah.
almost like perfectly
Almost,
lined
eh?
up, man. That's
You gotta, like,
I just
line it up
noticed
like
that.
If they buff Conqueror, hey,
that was good.
hey,
That is great.
it's almost like
So,
nothing
yeah,
happened.
Well, that was super cool, JC. Like the competitive circuit is always amazing. Like I'm so
Yeah.
excited to see, and again, we've alluded to it a bit, but there might even be you whispered some secrets, some things that will come to light right now.
All I know is I'm going to be doing a lot of testing with that testing grounds.
Or next.
I want
whatever.
to test as
Yeah.
much as I can.
So, JC, let's talk patch notes then.
All right.
Yeah.
Patch
Well,
notes.
That's the slide.
Okay, there it is. Good.
Number one,
Bye.
Bye. See you next time. No.
It is right. Okay. No, we're just kidding.
if it's going to be a roll
There
catch
might
for
be a
Conk at this
couple
point, it's just going to be an
Ah,
animation cancel of his heavy.
We want to look at the first one?
I do. Yeah.
All right, let's have a look.
All right.
Stamina
Stamina
improvements.
improvements. Oh no!
Oh,
Or
beauty!
Or stamina
Sync,
pause.
Sync, we were just talking about this.
Except throws
We're
and dungeons, right?
Sync, we were just talking
So,
about this.
Something that's been super highly requested for a long
We were talking
time.
about this.
It was a long time coming, to be
was,
honest.
I- I shit you not.
surprisingly,
Where is it? Me and
people often,
I was
like, just
messaging
go,
Sync
there's,
today.
like, like Prior's Bash and like Warden's Shoulder Bash that do stamina damage.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
There was a lot of attacks that does
There
stamina
were.
damage.
That list was big.
It's not all of them did a stamina pause. So it wasn't always obvious. Now it's just completely gone, except for throws. Because again, we do want you to be able to like throw somebody and then you get a stamina and you get your cool punishes, and also for Genjung's parry
Yeah.
punish, which is just
Where I
really
said it.
does.
Where do I say it?
It used to deal.
I said I think if stamina damage doesn't get removed, it won't be
but we
catastrophic.
removed it for a
Well,
lot
I
of
mean,
reasons.
I guess I'll
But
eat my
still,
fucking
right now,
words.
all the stamina drain except for those two things is completely gone.
Nice.
I
Chat, but I'm sure some people are happy.
Yeah.
So that's
all of
slide
it's for
number
like
one.
gladiators parry punish, warlords parry punish,
There's a second slide.
sense.
All right.
I like this. 'Cause there's
Punish.
like 3 lines or 4 lines.
Yeah.
But then it's
That's a big.
ton
Yeah,
of
we
changes.
also
And
did
we could've
talk
listed
about
that all.
JJ. Hey,
Well,
I was
that's what
right.
I alluded to earlier
Yes,
a little
yes.
bit, right? So
Hey.
right now is not necessarily massively underperforming. Our numbers are a little bit low.
I was right.
but
Hatun
as
was
we
gonna get a
mentioned,
buff.
during the competitive tournament, like the segment there. There's some players that are extremely good with her. I'm not gonna name drop, but you can go watch some footage, and you see them playing with Khatoon really well. She's a hero that is really
Kick after
difficult to
deflect
play
is
effectively. So
gonna be cool.
We're trying to address 3.
It's gonna be cool.
major
I didn't
problems that the
think
hero
they'd
has.
do
First
that.
is that you can now perform Frightful Kick after a successful deflect.
I don't know why, but
You know how it kind of felt bad when you're deflecting a raider, and then just
oh,
and then you just throw a heavy,
I
and
mean,
then you
okay.
this armor doesn't do anything. Well, now you have an option.
Hmm.
Something you can do. It'll lead to less damage, right? The Frightful Kick does just still it guarantees a light finisher. You can
I
go
think
back
New
and
Hero
forth
Skin's
afterwards
great.
or whatever. But
Joji,
the idea here
it's
is
fantastic.
we wanted to give her a different option on deflect. Rather than
It's a
making,
hyper armor counter, but
her
you need to,
attack
I guess,
just
be
break
aware
armor.
about it.
Because
I don't
breaking
know.
the armor is one thing. We have it on Orochi, we have it on some heroes.
I don't think breaking
but it's
hyper
not
armor is a great
necessarily
idea on
always
Hatun,
the
but I
best
want
thing
to play with
do.
it first.
It can lead to other issues. In this case as well, because it's an attack that is used at a bunch of different places, we didn't want to create the expectation of this version, because we already have different versions are at different speeds. We want to add on top of it, well, this one breaks
I don't
armor,
know which
but
one
this
we're left in the
doesn't, and
speeds.
this one doesn't, and this one doesn't. So at this point, it wasn't really worth it. And it's a lot better to just add a bash there. It makes a lot of sense. Slightly lower punish, but still works quite well.
I thought it was fine,
The next
genuinely.
two changes are concerning her follow-ups after when she does her pin attack, right? So Ultimate Authority and Restless Peace.
Is one of them
They're both
hyper armor?
100 ms faster on recovery.
Oh,
What this means
recovery.
is Ultimate
Okay.
Authority is now frame positive, so you have an advantage of 100 ms
Damn, okay.
after you use it, and then Restless Peace, you're back to neutral instead of being negative.
Okay.
So you lose
So,
less momentum.
hyper armor counter.
Authority, where
A reason to use
you end up
ultimate authority.
getting
I'm
light
gonna
armor
assume
that
ultimate
when
authority is the
matches
light
fight,
attack one,
you will
and
beat them.
restless
So it
peace
creates
is the
these
heavy one.
situations where the hero is in a bit less. You're still going to neutral, but you're being less penalized for going to neutral.
Okay.
Now these two changes, they're interesting. If we find after looking at the data and after this is a little bit more,
I think
that they're not enough, we'll look at the hero again.
I think
Like
people
said,
are gonna have a
we
problem
put
with
in the right
this.
hands, but
I think
looking at the
people are
data,
gonna have an
our win
issue
rate is a little bit lower than what we would have liked. So we're trying to adjust things,
just because like I feel like
upwards a little
hyper
bit.
armor was her
And
counter.
sometimes like we don't want to
but
release a hero that's
we'll see.
overly strong, and then when we're playing it internally,
You know,
some aspects end up being
it's how it is. You know,
this is how we kinda
that
balance,
move
but
is
this
a
is
30 damage pin that leaves you vulnerable to another heavy and revenge
Right.
locks, right?
Is there a third slide?
It's countered by dodge bashes and hyper armor.
Pirate, right? So some people called that, we're not going to nerf Pirate. We're actually not nerfing Pirate, because Pirate does not need further nerfs. She actually needs a little bit of buffs.
A little bit.
But this is a really interesting buff that we're doing here. It's really, really, really different. It's the first time we're trying this. And it's something that I'm hoping is going to
Weird.
work, because if it does work, it's something we can apply to other
So they
heroes, right?
somewhat buffed
So
her forward dodge heavy.
Pirate's main issue right now, especially in ones, because this is not really something that will affect fours.
I mean, they
much,
have to
but
sell the
even
hero skin.
ones,
Remember that.
is that Cavalier Dance, which is her front dodge heavy, and Walk the Plank, which is like her pin attack that she can do when you're in
A
chain,
33 MS difference
are a
might
little bit too reactable
not be
for
that much of a
top
change
level.
for normal people.
And so what we've noticed is that they react to the animation. It's not really parry flash. There's been a lot of studies that were done. We had like some stuff happening where we looked at, are people able to react to parry
Amy's
flash?
gonna like
The
it.
answer is no.
Amy's
But
gonna like this one.
they can react to animations, and these two animations in particular were a little bit too.
I
easy
guess.
to react
What do you
to
mean?
for
I
some
guess
players.
the Hattoon
But
buff.
when they react to it, they react to them late. And when you react late, you parry late, often on the last frame. So we're shaving off that last.
So
frame
what basically what he's
to
saying is that
parry.
people
So
that
instead of
could
having the parry
react
window
to
being 290
Cavalier
seconds,
Dance
it's 166
were reacting
for
to it
both
on
of
the
them.
last
Which will
frames
make
of
them a
it.
little bit harder to
Like the
parry,
last
but
bit of active
hopefully
frames.
we'll make it so
So
that
this
they
is to make
slowly
it less
become
reactable and
unreactable,
more.
even at the top
I
level
don't
of
like
play,
that.
because
I don't
then
like
even
that
if
word.
you look at the animation, by the time
Because
your
top level
brain
play is not what
processes
you want to balance a
information
game for.
press
The
exit
1% should
parry,
never take.
it would have landed on that
what's it
final
called?
frame, and then you would not.
The
you
1%
wouldn't
should
have
never
that.
take authority over the 99.
These are like small,
This
very, very small.
Won't
very targeted
affect
buffs.
the casual players that just predict.
If this, like I said, if this
Because
ends
if
up
you weren't
working out,
reacting to begin
I
with,
can
this
see
does nothing.
Working on Glad's Cure, for example, right? Where
Yeah, exactly.
there is the animation is a little bit too easy to tell. So if we shave off that one frame,
This
mark,
does
there's
this
all
does
the stuff
nothing
that's
for the
going on
casual
on
community.
Gladiator.
It is
There's Cure all the
if
time
you
survival,
play
right?
off
So it's
of
these things that
pure
we're trying to
predictions,
experiment
this
and
does
look a
nothing
little
to
bit
you.
Further, this is a first step. We'll see if that works out or not. But I think it's a very interesting thing to try out.
Yeah,
to
this
see
change
what
does not
this
affect the
happens.
majority,
Because the other
but
option for these
it might.
is to
Who
redo
knows?
the animations entirely.
Yeah.
And then so we go back to mocap. We
To
see the
explain, let me
animations,
explain it
again,
like a
we
bit further.
integrate them. We try them out.
A
and we
pro
always
player
take
that
the
could
risk of,
react to
you know,
this
it's the
would parry it on like
it's very difficult
195 to 199,
skill
right?
level
That's when they would parry it
and the
on the MS.
perception
They parry it
needed
199
for
to
players to be able to
195
react to things. And
since it was
depending on the
reactable, but
player,
they'd get
it's
it
different.
just at the end.
So it's not something that we can universally.
If
just
you
say,
if you
"This is
purely
fine."
predicted, you were probably
So,
parrying it in
and
this
is
window
the
anyway.
best solution for this, hopefully, and we'll see where that lands.
Nice. Awesome.
It might honestly shrimp. It might, but I don't. It only changes the
Keep
parry
going, because I know
window,
There's more slides. People keep saying that. there's
but
only gonna be one
I don't
slide.
think
There's
it's
one
not going
more
to change the
slide now.
speed of the attack.
Shaolin. So nerf to Shaolin.
All right.
Right. People have been asking for this for a while. Sun sweep, so it no longer chains on miss.
I'll take it.
This was a big.
I'll
thing.
take it.
There's like
I'll take it.
understandably.
I did
like,
complain about
it's
this, and I'll take
frustrating
it.
and difficult when you get to that point where sun sweep like unbalances you. You get a follow up, and then when you read it correctly and you dodge it, you still like you have to do.
You have to make a 50-50 read.
With dodge guard break, it
Yeah.
doesn't work. The thing is, that was always our intent to have sun sweep be punishable by a dodge attack.
But we're going down this
specifically, and
route,
not
okay.
A dodge guard break,
We're going down
because
this
it's
route.
really deep into Shaolin's flow.
Not
you
really.
Have to go into key stance, then an attack.
Oh no,
then
key
get the
stance.
sun sweep. So
Oh
because of
god,
this, we also lowered
it's
the
so hard to get into
difficulty
key
of sun
stance.
sweep by
Back dodge
100 mass.
light.
So when it's at 600,
Or
you
back dodge
cannot
heavy.
get a guaranteed guard break. You can dodge and guard break into it, but Shaolin will be able to tech it. So do dodge
Tech it.
attacks
This isn't
against
Smash.
move. It's deep.
But at
We'll
least
see
you know
also
if
this
you
change
dodge
is
it, it's a
enough.
dodge attack.
If it impacts Shaolin enough there, Shaolin
It
is
will
really
it
high
will
in
definitely
heroes, like
impact
a lot of different
the
things.
character enough.
And I know it's an especially
This is a very
painful
solid
for
nerf.
a lot of players. So
I'm
we're
not
starting with
favorable
this,
on
seeing how
bashes
how
only
it
being
lands up,
punished
and
by
then we'll see
dodge
which one
attacks
goes
because I
further.
mean it's a big
Honestly,
read,
I
right?
think
Like
this is a pretty
get
good
hit by
swing.
the sun sweep, you get hit
It's
by a
not
heavy,
huge
you get
lift
guard
to
broken, you get
Shaolin,
hit by a
but
heavy.
it'll help players
The
that
counter
get
attack being half of that
Awesome.
is frustrating, but
Another slide.
I'm not gonna say no to a nerf.
Boom. Shigoki. So we're also nerfing
Oh!
Shaman.
There you go.
Time
There
ago,
you go. There
we
you
added The
go.
front dodge headbutt could chain on miss.
There you
And
go.
so we're like, yeah, okay, it's cool. You know, it gives Shigoki better options or whatever.
Okay.
The problem
Decent
that-
nerf to Shugo.
that kept creeping up over
They're
time.
they're redeeming
that
themselves.
makes
They're
Shigoki
redeeming
far
themselves.
too safe. Unless you have a dodge bash, you
Exactly.
can just front dodge headbutt or even headbutt in chains, and then use side dodge attack, and you just, well, I don't care. I'm going to charge my heavy finisher,
Exactly.
and then can punish you for your dodge attack.
Exactly.
The problem here is that there's two ways to fix this. Either what we did, so you can't.
This is
chain
perfect.
at all, or you change the timing at which the armor kicks in on the heavy finisher.
I think this
Problem
is
that if
better.
you change the timing of that
I think this
armor,
is better.
It has to be pushed
Because
back.
jeez, I take it back. Keep cooking.
for every
You
single
know,
dodge attack
Yuri.
to land.
Thank you again. Jesus
That
Christ, you are
otherwise
way
you
too
lose
kind. Thank you again.
things that, you know, my heroes
And thank you to the over 600 people that have decided to keep my
then Shigoki
to
loses
spend the day
too
with me.
much
This
effectiveness
really makes
in
means a lot
fights
to
because
me.
Then you can't ever really use his heavy finishers.
Right.
So
They did
we've
this one right.
opted for
This is
removing
perfect.
the
I didn't
ability
even think of
to
this. This is
chain
a
off
great
of
idea.
those headbutts to not affect the
There's a
heavy
fucking
finishers
ant on my wall.
But we also lowered the miss recovery from the front dodge version so that you can't get a guard break off of it. So really, like at 600 MS, you have to dodge attack.
That's fine. Yeah,
You
that's a,
can't
that's
just do
that's
dodge into guard break
that's a
and
fine
So that's kind of
that's a fine trade-off.
To change the hero a
Lola,
little
thank you
bit,
so much, bro, for
nerf
the
it enough
the membership.
that
That's
it'll
really
make
kind of
it'll
you.
have an effect.
No, I pushed the
also
ant off the wall. I don't kill
Not
ants.
affect too much what the hero can do.
I'm not eating the ant.
Because again, we want Shigoki to be able to use his heavy finishers, and if the armor kicks in too late, they're just not usable.
Forgot I
You
had
get
that.
killed constantly.
Right.
So it's better to sometimes.
They did
throw
this
lines that
really
you
well
have to do
done.
your heavy
This is a
finishers,
this is a
when you
good
do your
fucking
headbutt when
change.
you're outnumbered or when you can risk getting peeled to be able to get better into that.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're on a roll.
All right. Sounds good.
And then
Whoa.
another slide.
Kyoshin.
Slight nerfs to Kyoshin again. So light finishers are no longer undodgeable.
I mean,
and we've also lowered
I don't think that was the issue.
down from 16.
I think it's
So,
Kaze stance is the
undodgeable
issue,
part
but
here is interesting.
that's fine.
Heavy finishers are still undodgeable.
That's fine.
So
I don't see a use for the light the light attack anymore
when we were
though.
looking at Kyoshin to go, what kind of adjustments could we do to Kyoshin?
This is fine.
This one came up because like, does the hero need to have two undodgeables?
Not really.
in this kit?
Right.
The answer is
No.
Right. We put it initially to have a bit of parity there and to make like something a bit more interesting, but then it ended
A
up
bit
being
random,
too
yeah.
much.
I
And then
think if you're gonna
we
target
decided
Kyoshin, you have to look at
remove the
Kaze
light
stance,
ones
not
for the heavy ones.
his
And it's generally
undodgeables.
better to remove light undodgeables.
That's fine.
Again, for what I mentioned a little bit earlier, right?
Right.
Where if you're a bit off, or you're on like PS4 on a TV, that's not
If you're on a
unusable,
PS1 on a TV,
on like a
that's your
3D
fault,
controller
bro.
that has a ton of input
you
lag,
could have saved $5 a day for the rest of your life since you bought a
Yeah,
PS4. You would have had
it's
3
gonna be
PS5s
fine.
by now.
So being able to dodge them is important. They're still able to be dodged and everything, so that's okay.
I can't say
But
the J word
idea
on
is
stream
that
because I
because
might
that
lose like
undodgeable there
500 viewers.
becomes a double read of I know undodgeable.
I can't say the
is
J
coming,
word or the
but
A
then I have
word
to
or
guess
the
also in which
E
direction it's
word.
coming. Doesn't
Too many
make any
slurs.
sense. So because of this, it's better to remove undodgeable there because if it's an
I'm not
undodgeable
against
weapon,
this change,
even
I just think
on
it's-
those really the
it's an
worst
odd
conditions
one.
Ever,
right? Like
you
Kaze
have
stance
the time
is
to see the swing,
Right.
and you can block it.
Kaze stance is like
It kinda works out
a
that way.
frustrating
You'll get
move.
more
A
damage
30
off
damage
of it.
undodgeable is
There's-
pretty high for an
This
undodgeable bash
discourages
mix
light
up.
spam as well, so that's always kind of good to have.
Like 30 damage
And
is
the damage was
crazy
also a little bit
on
too
an
high, so we
undodgeable.
toned it down to
I think if anything they should have toned down the undodgeable heavy damage by
Alright,
like
and
2.
then one final slide.
Hey, I called this a while ago.
More than one
I
slide.
called this a while
We had
ago.
a few. We had
I
a
can't
few.
remember when I
Slightly
called
back,
this, but I think this was the Shaman
Essentially
History
for
series.
Shaman, we've adjusted.
No, it was the one buff. It was the one buff for every character. I called this.
Visuals better.
I called this.
Falling attacks. There's a massive list. It's almost every single one. of
I
them.
called this.
Yeah.
So this is really interesting because first of all, like Shaman had a hard time in group fights because she had no.
Yeah,
reason to super
she has literally no external
We
hitboxes.
started
This is
working
a
on
good
quite
change.
A while ago, actually. And what we discovered, because Shaman is a year 1 DLC hero, like
Sprint attack is a
year
weird
one
one
that's,
since it's a
you know,
top
9 years
attack,
ago.
but
and back then, our animation team were
Side dodge attacks,
sometimes
yeah.
doing things that looked amazing.
Shaman
where
is going to be
if you're
more
moving
fun to
left,
play in fours now,
in front,
which is
or
good.
standing still when you're throwing attacks, you got
This is
animation.
This is exactly what I said in one buff for every character. I
Well,
said
this is super cool.
I said
but it
that
brings a
her
problem
her
where,
externals are
well,
worthless
the-
because they don't do anything.
The
Yeah, no,
attack
Conk
data,
is
which
pretty
separate
funny.
from the animation data, right? That's why we can have like trajectories
Look,
and adjust them.
if
and
we're
do
gonna
this,
if we're gonna
it
have
doesn't
to get a
match
Shugo nerf,
the weapon, it's not the weapon.
who else got nerfed? The Kyoshin nerf.
Yeah, like it's a hitbox.
Like we got good
It's a
patch
fighting
notes.
game.
Sure, we didn't get
So-
Conqueror. Sure, we didn't get
But it makes it different because if you're walking left,
Conqueror
for example,
rework.
and you're
It's-
throwing an attack,
these are good
then
patch notes.
the timing of
Shaolin
the
nerf, yeah,
hitbox
these are
might be and actually was
good
different
changes.
than when you're walking.
These are
left,
healthy
or
changes.
Walking front, or staying neutral.
Pyre got
So
a
even though
a
we could
buff.
we kind of picked.
Pyre got a
the
buff
one,
against
this is the right
high
data,
level
this is what we
players
want,
and nothing
but then you
against
were walking
normal
left
players.
or right, and it like didn't match at all. It created like crazy phantom hits and all sorts of things. So we had to work with the animation team, and I want to give like a major big shout out.
It's
and thank you
very
to
close to
Robert
one of the
Schmidt
best
for
Warriors
all
ends.
time.
It's I think
uh,
second stage
worked
testing
super
grounds
hard to
is
normalize
very
the
bad.
animations and to rework them so that
I
they
think
all
the
were
patch
the
notes,
same,
all the
whether
patch
that
notes
you're
were
moving
very
left, right,
solid.
in front or whatever.
The
And
hero
it
skin
allowed
is
us to
great.
do
The
this
map is
in a
great.
really good way.
It
So
did
Shaman
well.
is now, should now
When do
at
these
least
drop?
be a lot more
Tomorrow.
viable in
Tomorrow.
fours, where she doesn't have the most massive reach. Her weapons are not the biggest weapons in the game.
And the water.
She actually is able
The
to
water.
control externally now.
I'm gonna have to start my
There's
script
a lot of that things
like
that, those things that
today
kind of help
after this.
to what she can do that she couldn't do before. I'm hoping it'll help Shaman go up a little bit in the ranks. Like she's been bottom tier for a while.
Yeah.
It's been really difficult. Her ganking,
The ganking
while it
was pretty
like,
bad.
top tier for a while. The issue that's crept up over time is that it takes too long. Like, she starts to bite it.
Yeah.
Takes a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Everything was good
Coupled
other
with
than the assassin
The
one.
difficulty that she has in like
And no
participating
Conqueror.
in group fights made her really lackluster. So with this change, at least we're addressing one part of the problem and trying to figure out, can we make Shaman better and can we make her better in group fights? So super happy to have this in.
Yeah.
I know at least one person that's also been bugging me about this. It's probably like happy right now.
Yeah.
So that's great. But really, it's
I
a
am
big
confused
quality
how
of
we
life
have
change
not
for
looked at
Shaman.
Conqueror still.
It might
Either
not be
we're really
obvious,
don't say that word
but when you
patches.
start testing it out and you throw side heavies and you start to hit people outside, it feels really good.
It's good. And I also wanted to just kind of say on that too. It was a lot of animation work from Nawel, but the attack on effect of that too is we had to redo like all the VFX trails on that.
Yeah,
too. So I
yeah,
just
yeah.
also wanted to give a shout out to like Kim, the VFX team, because
Maybe they're just really sitting on the
Going through
Conqueror
and
work.
make sure
Like
all those
to
things
go
updated as well.
pure
It's one of those
copium right
things that,
now.
like,
They might be
it
just
sounds like,
sitting
yeah,
on the
because you can
Conqueror
do it, it's
rework.
easy, right?
Yeah.
Then when you get deeper,
They might
that's
just
why
be
I love Netflix,
hard
like,
sitting on the
yeah,
Conqueror
if you get
rework.
it, some people were like not really getting it, and I understand because it's super technical and it might not be super interesting. For some people, I loved it, and I know a bunch of people in chat loved it because I was reading chat as it was happening.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like sometimes you think, this is just super easy, just do this, and it takes 2 seconds, and then but then you have to look at the impact it has on other teams, right? Sometimes audio needs to do a pass again.
Yep.
Sometimes VFX needs to do a pass. Sometimes animation needs to do a
Yeah,
pass.
like when you buff
So
a character,
changing
there's gonna be a lot of things you
number
need to
of
look
it,
at.
the
And I'm
damage
not
attack
blissfully
usually
unaware
isn't a
that
problem, but
there's
a lot
gonna be a
of
lot
time,
of
as soon as
things.
you start to touch animations.
Here's a
you
great
start to
example.
trajectory, you start to touch- you
We
think
buffed,
that
like,
a lot more people need to get
I don't know, we
involved.
buffed like
And it's a
Raider.
big
We made his zone
effort.
faster, and then all of a
Everybody
sudden
works
Ocelot was
together
able to use
super
first
hard
feet to attack people.
push these
Right,
things
like it's
together.
it's
The
random
animation
shit that
team is
could break at any
amazing, the
moment,
VFX team
and
is
code
amazing, our
is
audio team
stupid.
also is like really great. The design team is good. Everybody works together super hard to deliver like the best that we can here, and you'll be able to see that on the hero reveal we're gonna have.
No, no Nobushi changes. Well, they're combating
lot of
with the
really cool
testing
things
grounds. They're
happening there.
combating
Can't
with
do
that. Wait, I can't do
Nobushi
that.
confirmed.
I
They're
can't do
they're combating a lot
But-
of confirmed
Very
ganking.
excited.
Again, big collaboration there, and big shout out to all of these teams involved. It's super good.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, JC, for all these more than one page of patch notes.
Yeah.
I loved it.
More
That was a
than
lot, so
one.
yeah.
Well, like last second I decided, you know what, I'm gonna add a couple pages.
Was that because that's all it is?
Thank you for adding a couple pages. 'Cause these pages were fantastic.
Well, I'm glad. I think
You
you
did
did
a
the right
fantastic
decision.
job.
Yeah, there you go. So, folks, we hope you're excited for all of these too.
I
And
am.
You can check all of these changes out tomorrow when the patch goes live.
Tomorrow.
So you look forward to that and check it out. And again,
All right, let me do my.
don't
Yeah,
forget,
that's a
if
good
you have
question.
any
If
other
the GB
feedback,
Punish
you
percent
can
is
always go to
worthless,
our
because then like,
Reporter
what's the
site
point?
too,
Same with
if you wanna
Gladiator.
Report anything, so quick shout out to that. You can see the link here
Alright.
on the thing.
I know. I'm gonna go through the quick run through.
We still check that, and
Hero
we'd
skin,
love to hear your feedback
fantastic.
if you have anything to report.
It is a very, very good hero skin. I cannot lie. It's It's a good hero skin. It's not flashy. It's not out of place. It looks great. It's perfect. The voice acting's fantastic. It looks clean. It's got effects. It's good. It's solid. It's a solid A-tier hero skin. The Viking armor. Oh, hey! I called it. I heard it.
They went through everything.
I heard it.
Fix it. Every
The
single
AoE
that we
feed
got
bug
reported that people were
fixed.
seeing on Reddit, on
Boom.
YouTube or whatever.
I called it.
We
Okay.
had one of
There we
our
go.
dev testers like really try
And
it
they're
out,
not gonna
like,
fix
really
it. It's too early. It's too early. Someone fucking said.
But it's great.
Fuck
So
you.
it should be fixed. Now, if you do find an exception and there's a feed VFX that's missing, like an AoE or something, that is still not there, please go on the bug reporter and report it, and we will, the programming team, the GPP
I
team
called
will
it.
get
Yippee.
right on it.
Okay, so no more
and
invisible
fix it.
feats.
It's possible that they may have fixed things, but hopefully not.
Yeah.
But at the very least, for the tournament, it should be fixed for the vast majority, if not all.
Anyways,
instances.
back to what I was saying.
I'm really happy,
The weapons, pretty
with the
solid.
problem that we've had
The battle pass, always pretty good.
It was fixed.
The new map, I want to play it first before I say anything, but it looks nice. It looks clean. The duel map is fantastic. The duel maps are great. The brawl map looks really nice. What else we got? First stage testing grounds, I need to test more often to see if it does what it should do. Second stage, throw that shit in the garbage. Don't even try. Patch notes, I like again. No Conqueror, did good. All right, boys, do me a favor. Go Twitch. Do me a good favor. Go help me out with my friend. Go extra. Go, my friends. Go accompany her. I'm finished now. I gotta start working on the Warriors Den recap video. Get this out as soon as possible, probably tomorrow or the day after. But as I said, as always, thank you guys for the constant generosity. I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. Adios. Tomorrow, update goes live.